literally minimum. You've got to be joking. An 87. So I do need some XP for the season progress, and the one way of getting that right now is through the cup. Of course, it's skill-based matchmaking, so it's not going to be easy, and that's why I've dropped out Alessandrini and brought in a striker that could potentially fix our team. The Centurion version of Smith. You already know that we like her other version, so this one must be an upgrade. Surely, right? Well, let's go and try her out. Guardiola. I've done Botman. And the good news is, Botman isn't available in any other evolution, so it tells me later on down the line that's going to be the best one. Alright, he's feeling quite nice though in this game. Oh, easy. Maybe it's Smith and she's offered like everything. Or maybe it's the 33 out of 33 Ken. Yo! It's him. It's him again. It's Raphael. Stegen with Karachawi. You got the Rodrigo that I am a little jealous about. Laurent Blanc, don't slide, don't slide. Stay on your feet. Hopeful defending. Yeah, I deserve to concede. Where's my team going? Luca.
Right, yo. So,
Really? That's crazy.
I've got an hour
Is it supposed to be
before the finger finishes.
Maybe.
Before what's it called finishes.
Raphael, let's go. Great speed. All right, back in it.
Got an hour before the cup finishes.
Go on.
Fuck it, I'll jump on them.
Yes, and then through ball, lovely. Raphael. Oh, don't bring out your goalkeeper. No, don't do that. Oh, when Leal's through. You don't do that. That just makes it so much easier for me to score those. Pause. Yes. Joe Cole. Oh, see, so RNG. Let's go, Joe. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, man. I worked so hard for my goal. Nah, when they start running at you like that and do the wiggle skill. No! 89th minute. Oh, Blanc, Olga, Pirlo. He's actually done the full SBC. Credit where credit's due. Oh no, Rashford, don't Rashford. Your team's been getting dominated the whole game. Don't. Wow.
This guy. I played him on basic. This guy's a minute.
I put into an SBC. Joe Cole.
Oh, God, yeah, really. He's only got 80 dribbling.
Try him with the shadow.
Guys, crazy. Should really put an anchor and it makes more sense.
Lovely control. Awesome. Through ball.
Yeah, I'm going for that.
Maybe I'll take the touch around him. Oh, that's nice counter attack.
Yeah, I'm going for that one. I got this crazy on him.
That's fortunate, but I think we deserve something right now. We've created probably like 4 or 5 opportunities in this game.
Rodrigo
is the quickest penalty I think I've ever taken. Let's go. Laurent Blanc, every now and then when he pushes up, he does feel very smooth on the ball. Smith. Across. Let's go. Joe Cole, so you don't know what to expect. It's a surprise. It's a Kinder surprise, boys, with the finishing when it comes to Joe Cole. So earlier in the video, we did have that draft run. We made it to the final, and well, we got glitched by going on PC using the AI difficulty. But for some reason, I was told to press start and hold right trigger in the menus for 10 seconds, and it DC'd him. So happy days. That's what you get for trying to cheat the system. But this Francescoli, in the other games, people were just leaving as soon as I scored 1 goal. So I didn't get to see an awful lot from the card. A couple of good shots though, and on the ball, I think he was offering a little bit. So with this man, should we just buy him for champions? He has come down a lot now to 500 to 600,000, which would leave us a little bit of room for maybe a right wing upgrade. And the reason why I say that is you look at this Joe Cole, and I've mentioned it so many times, the guy is very good, but his finishing is just super unreliable, and it's making the games closer than they probably should be. So if we have for this weekend, Francescoli striker, we try and figure out what
just woke up with that. Go off.
You know what I do want to try though? Him with a shadow king style. But I've noticed a bit of fight aggression with him in the midfield, making tackles. So yeah, I really do like Luka Modric. And the defense maybe can stay the same, but it all depends on the pack from the rewards on Thursday. I really need to get to minimum Division 1. Well, it would be lovely to get to Elite Div, but it's going to be unlikely. So Division 1 for the packs will be.
Why is he hiding behind him? I fucking just started already, but is this what them talking about? 71 dip and all that.
So it's like, would you rather me go and buy Raul or
Alright, well, The problem with that is,
He's literally 800,000.
alright, cool.
Fantastic with the finish shot plus.
So I've got my players on behind. So these guys do what? 71, yeah? Alright, cool.
Because they both look very, very good and suited for like what we need right now for this team.
Alright, come on, you 71 look
Thank
fool.
you very much for watching today's episode.
Well, the late then you see, that's the problem. That's the problem with my game, bro. That 71 depth is bullshit, bro. It's the easier thing to be. If you play football in real life, you know exactly what to do to somebody who's pressing you that hard. You're just getting somebody to run behind them all the time, innit? Just keep hitting long balls over their heads. That's it, innit? No, it's just simple. Alright, that's all you have to do, innit? Like, the whole 71 dead thing is bullshit. Bro. In real life, if a team pushes its whole fucking team in your box, all you have to do is play it like, how would they call it? NFL, innit? Yeah. So, if you know what a quarterback is, yeah, if you know what a fucking quarterback is, it works like that, innit? Get somebody that has very good long passing to just get space. Just hit it up the pitch towards the person who's running behind, innit? They'd be screwed, innit? Yeah. All I have to do is keep hitting it up the pitch, like. But the trouble with it is, my players don't move, innit? So they'll just stand there, look at Julie, just keep hitting it over the top. That's how they do what them thing is. Bullshit. If you know American football, let's play it like that, innit? What's that guy called? Tom Brady is a quarterback or whatever. Just keep playing quarterback stuff, innit? Just hit it over the top all the time. The press won't mean nothing if the ball's going over the head. You know what I mean? The press won't mean absolutely jack shit if it goes over the head. You know, just keep hitting it over the head, innit? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all you have to do. Just keep hitting it over his head. Keep hitting it over his head. I mean, it's gonna be annoying, you know, 'cause you can't get the ball. That's funny. Yeah, just keep hitting it over his head. That's it, yeah. I don't say on that big bullshit. It's just because what they've done to my game, innit? Like, that's all you gotta do. Just keep hitting it over the edge, over the head. Just keep hitting it over the head. And then that's the problem with my players. Like you see, they won't. I've got them on get behind, and they won't get behind. Like I mean, that's what really heaps pressure on me. Is no outlet in it. Over the heads, look, it's just no outlet. Like there's always somebody there to stop the ball, and that's not right. That it's not meant to be like that. Innit? I mean, you know, if you're depending on the game to play for you. If they don't fuck with this, it's a non-transfer. Look, you see what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with them. This whole fucking set on that bullshit. That bit is in my game where my players like they stand behind the opponent instead of running into the space. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Yeah. Fake shot. Call somebody there. You through center. Push on it. Slam it in the corner. That's how they on that thing. Bullshit. The problem with my game, even when I put them on get forward and get behind, they my players here, they play on the bottom, the shoulder, constantly on the shoulder of the defender. But the problem is the animation. Look, it takes just a minute for them to accelerate. There, bro. It takes a minute for my players to accelerate, innit? So where everybody else can just get the ball and sprint off, like it's a proper build up. You get me? This guy determined, didn't it? Yeah. Wow. So man, you really need more pace up there. Get her on. So leave it like that too. Look. Control it. Look at that. Shot. Through the center. Fellas. That's what I mean. Like, I'll tell you about my game, but Kyle Walker, I don't care. Kyle Walker agility is very like slow. So the reality of Kyle Walker is in a straight line race, he ain't beating him. But that straight line speed that he has, notice there's no momentum like problems for him in it. Like the momentum doesn't affect their play. Yeah, the momentum doesn't affect the whoever I play. It doesn't affect them. And momentum is in real life, isn't it? You know what I mean? So, which means if momentum's not affecting, they can turn back as quick as they want, and that's obviously wrong, isn't it? Yeah. That's funny. Probably should have shot the ball in. What I'm saying, yeah, momentum doesn't affect the opponent's team, man. And they've done that because basically, the way I dribble and that, eh, with the momentum, they just keep going in the wrong direction all the time. Innit? So they can turn back, they can do it how fast they turn back. It's mad that like they literally be running at full speed and just able to turn back. Like so they reduce the what they reduce the momentum of the and how it affects the players in the game. Just when they reduce it, basically they are not affected by the momentum. They can run at full speed and turn back whenever they want. That's why it's called. That's it. What the yo? Okay, okay, I see what you're doing. He dropped his best, didn't it? Yeah, that's that 71 that was good. Man. Come on, Kujan, just run, blood. Like, what is the point of having you out there? What is the point of offside? Fuck off. Alright. There's no point in having you at that speed if you're not just going to run them. Like. That's hilarious. Look. Look, why my team fucking on red blood? Like, wait, what have you done? Is that my player on red? He's the one that's using all them fucking mechanics, but why is my team on red? Through the center, over. Take shot. Yeah. Tell him. You see, you're telling me Van Dyke came and picked out the one. Yo, I hate you. That's funny. Second. Over there. He's not expecting that. Knock it down. Fellas. Body already. Slide tackle. Hold it. Oh, right. Through the middle. Fuck it, no. uh, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. Call him shot. Call him shot. Where's the shot player? Yeah, it was the waste of time. Man. Come on, Militao. What just happened? So let's see how he did. What he did.
there we go. We've got double Evo, baby. Let's go. So we can now Evo up Kai Havertz and Codina or Kivior. Or Kivior and
So it has to be a fully done one, yeah.
Havertz. The double Evo.
I remember that. So by the time I finish that shit, by the time I finish that, then I need to remember that. I'll start another one randomly. Actually, I don't even know which one is worth it.
I'm not necessarily saying the opponent has to be easy either. Oh, GR upgraded, baby. The only thing she got was weak foot. And I want to say Pyrrhus out of the team, don't I? Pyrrhus! Let's go. He did a little there as well. As he did that. Some little fancy thing there. Definitely didn't work. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
How about that? Gio. What a finish. Maybe that's just in general for like the plus playstyle thing. Space for it. Feels like it should be my ball here. It was. Oh, it was. Kai Havertz has popped that in. What? That's unbelievable. Hey, referee.
You got Lorient and I got avoid that bitch. Avoid him.
Champions final achieved, but also
Penalty referee.
Havertz, 1 win
No,
and 1 goal.
that's a good play.
Kivior, 1 win.
That's the thing with Lorient, the way that card is so good. Like the way it dribbles and keeps the ball, like it pretty much slows the game down. Making sure it doesn't give it to Haaland. Agrees with that.
Good defending play styles. That's crazy stats. Nice, isn't it? Nice. Honestly, guys, the difference for me with today's experience, right? From starting in the
See, Julie, what a pass!
just insane teams and insane players. Then playing in the draft, brilliant.
Yo, look up. This is got change, man. Try to.
Even this thing, it's not like okay, he's got Griezmann and he doesn't have Van Dijk or whatever. He's got some good players, but
Oh, fuck off.
comparative to like when I'm playing in division rivals, where everybody has Walker, Mendy, or Hernandez or whatever, Blanc and Blanc and Van Dijk.
I know what he's gonna do. I know what he's gonna. Ah, fuck it.
Whoever the other player is as well.
Well, this guy's not going to win. That's it for him on that goal scoring thing. Keeps going down the line, so probably need to switch Lorenzo over to this side. Double team then. What's the ball? Alright. Sorry. Yeah.
Playing against somebody that's just got a different team.
Don't be offside. Fuck. I would say the mechanic for running in behind for me is completely broken. When I've got all the space to look for the pass. So it's basically doing the reverse of what it should do or what you'd like it to do. And it's every time. So you see where his players wait and basically run off the shoulder of the opponent. My players basically when I'm looking for the space, they don't run. When I'm not looking for the space, that's when they do it, innit? In other words, they're always offside because of it.
That's the third game, no, the second game that we've lost to a goal like that, late like that. One more win, hopefully.
So you see how when the space is there, his makes run. Mine does it in the opposite way. Yeah, I can't fucking need after have the actual space there with him.
Just give us another mode on this. Home. It's creating a space for a lifetime of lions. It's savoring years of homemade meals. And it's finding those.
So look at the running, yeah. So you see, for some reason, they won't get behind. They won't get behind on the defense. The acceleration of my team is weird. The acceleration of my team is odd, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, like when it comes when they won't just like burst the pace past the opponent. It's like they're running in the same space over and over. And so you see what I mean? Like they do it perfectly, or mine does it in a way. Say, right, say I'm in a position where you expect your defender to troop up. He won't. What he'll do is run towards the defender and like run in the same line where the defender's body is. And so when I pass the ball, the defender just skips around him because basically it's like being a defender facing face to face when instead of running past him, and then when I don't want to do it now, he fucking runs offside. Bro. Go so up the pitch, up the pitch, up the pitch. You should get round and see what I'm telling you. He runs into the defender instead of running around him. Yeah. So you will see that Rodrigo weren't doing a full sprint for some odd reason. So he wouldn't do a full sprint and he runs directly into the opponent. So rather than running into a fucking space, rather than running into the space, he runs into the opponent. It happens all the time. Like every time I go for an over the top pass, the ball goes to the opponent. Innit? And the reason why it does that is because they run straight into it. Right? So look at Julie now, yeah? Can't get into sprint off. Can't get into sprint off. Yeah? Watch a long pass now. Slowly control it. Middle, back to him again, turning. Yeah? Out wide. Rodriguez, no. You see what I'm saying? The direction that they run into is completely wrong. If you had one, well, I don't even know what that instrument is called, but say like a T square, you'd realize that they always run in the same linear line as where the defender is. So with Rodrigo run behind what was it? The right back, run in between the right back. Yeah? And instead of just carry on running, he then went across, which automatically plays the opponent's AI was automatically placed in between where I can pass it and Rodrigo. And it happens to me so much that I obviously realize that's what's happening. He always runs in a line with the fucking defender. So rather than running where I can get a clear pass or what would you call that now? Like them passes where you say you play it down the line and the player running across there. He doesn't do that. He doesn't give me a point where I can aim at. You know that's the way I want the ball to end, so my player can run onto it. He basically always runs in a way that puts a defender between the pass receiver and the person who's passing the ball. Yeah, it always does it. It always puts them. So you notice their AI. Their AI don't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Their AI don't does that. Their AI run a clear space for them. Mine runs and puts the other person's finger, and they do it that way because it's dodgy. Yeah, so most people wouldn't notice that. It would just look like I'm making bad passes. Yeah, I'm making bad choices. But the reality, I'm not making bad choices. What is the fucking game that's doing it? Look, he's offside. Bro. I couldn't give Pele. Pele was offside too. I went reverse and he was still offside. It makes it look like it's me making bad decisions, but it's not. It's the what the game's doing, isn't it? I'm saying that's how sneaky these guys are. Bro. They're making it look like these things are my decision, but it has nothing to do with me. Nowhere to pass the ball to. Try to trigger a few runs. Can't trigger the runs off. Yeah, yeah, can't trigger the runs off. Alright, so just watch this here. Okay, cool. True to Dijon. It has nothing to do with the player quality. Nothing at all. Look, can't stop this fool now. Can't stop this fool now. Can't stop this fool now. He turning back through the centre. Yeah. I mean, it's not, no, it's what they're doing to the game. Yeah? I don't know if they do it sporadically or how it works, but that's what happens. It, it's like wherever so the player with the ball is a fixed point, and the off the ball runner. So the off the ball runner runs in a way where it puts the one of the opponent's players in between itself and in between itself and the ball passer, and it makes it look like I am making the bad decisions there. But the reality is not. That's the option that is given because yeah, look, these kids is it's really annoying. No, how? I'm telling you, I can't argue. Nobody can argue with that. I mean, nobody can argue that. You man can't trip me, but you don't want me to dethrone Tex as being the best player in England because I'm not white. Man. Plain and simple, it's obvious. Or because I'm not English. I'd say that probably sounds a better way to say it. Innit? Too late because I'm not white. Yeah. How do I not come out the goal scorer there? Yeah. So this is the situation. Yeah. Absolutely take him out. Look at Pele. Yeah. Look at where Coit is. Yeah. So look at it. Yeah. Look at the distance that he's now sliding from. Bang. He's behind. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that now. Yeah. So watch. What? Look at him hugging the show. Yeah. Look. Look. Like you wouldn't have saw that. You wouldn't have saw that. Yeah, you wouldn't have saw that from the distance it was. But this is what really goes on in the game, blood, like, yeah. So I did all of that with 90 fucking 91 Pele. That's Brian White, whoever the fuck that is. Yeah? Bang, right, okay, cool. Yeah, bang. He made a mistake, the ball dribble. Like, look, yeah. Look at him instead of just touching the ball, look at his legs. Look at his face. Yeah, ball through his legs. Look at his. How is that not a foul? The defender got nowhere near the ball. Now it goes through his foot again. The defender got nowhere near the ball. Nowhere near the ball. And look at that. Look at him, man. My man, your man is a rapist on the pitch, bro. Like, that's literally sexual assault. And these innuendos happen quite a lot in the game. These innuendos happen quite a lot in the game, bro. Yeah, look, nobody there to fucking bounce him off the ball. You don't see three defenders running into them and hugging me at the same time because they're not the one that's defending for them. Watch this over the back. Look, it was over the back. Nope. I mean, anyway, you can clearly see, yeah, something obviously wrong with the level of defense because what button did he press to get his player to hug my player? What button did he press to disable the referee's decision there? What button is he pressing that does that? Because I don't know what button does them things, bro. So obviously, I'm not the best at cheating. I mean, I'm not the best at cheating, but trust me. Yeah. Look at it. One bag of random tackle, bro. So every time I win a game, they send one of these type of, I don't know if they're players or bots. I think they're more likely bots that's mimicking um, human likeness, innit? So look, like I say, when players go into a fixed point, you know what I mean? Penalty for him. Whatever. So what he did with Dijon wasn't a penalty, but that was. So they've turned down the referee decision in my favour and turned it up for the opponent. That is literally a rugby tackle. So you can see this is a butt or whatever, innit? Or if you see what they're talking about, people who play on computers, I've turned off my computer setting, yeah? It's off. I don't play crossplay, don't play nothing like that. But somehow I'm still facing certain technical issues. So the reason why this whole thing about computers and that why EA haven't done nothing about it, yeah, is because EA was asked by the English to do it. To say allow it to make it look like oh it's random hackers who are doing it and not the government because to distance themselves from it. Well obviously they can't. They can't. Because you can't come up against hacker every game, you get me? It'd be impossible. So they try to allow that because it only started happening not last year. EA brought in crossplay. It doesn't work. People cheat on. They haven't removed it. Yeah. So it's the government of Britain who basically asked them to do that sort of thing, so they could associate what's going on in my game to fucking hacking. Well, it happens every game, so it can't be a random hacker. It can't be random hackers from random teams. So that's why they've done it, and they've made EA do it. I don't think EA is with the shit, like I said numerous times, but for whatever reason, you know what I mean? That's why you find that shit happening on AI and no EA isn't banning any of the players who are doing it. You find it very strange, yeah. None of them computer or whatever you wanna call it people. None of them are being banned for it. Why would EA not ban people for using late and stuff like that? Because they said that don't modify the game. So who did they ban if that's not a bannable offense? Who the fuck did they ban again? You won't find none of them people with the computer who that does it on computer being banned. And it's obviously ruining the game for others, isn't it? So why are they not doing something about it? Why is it not being looked into? They had a whole year to address the issue and a whole year. It's like what's it called? Ten Hag at Manchester United, yeah? He had a whole year to address the issue and what he bought was fucking Mason Mount and Onana, bro. When we really needed a midfield. So EA supposed to the whole year, and that's why they did nothing about it because it's meant to cover what the British government was doing. Or who the co-op team. There's probably have Americans over here alongside them. Innit? So probably that's why EA has to do it because the American government is involved in that. So it's possibly that what's going on there. Yeah, it's probably that. Yeah. The American government is probably involved in it. I'm just speculating there, but based on the nature of what I know, I would say, yeah, they're more likely involved. So it would make sense why EA has to do certain things and has to listen to what they say. You know? Well, you can see it appears like a bot. It looks like a person playing, but the things that's going on in the game is bot-like. Because that tackle with Dijon, that's how the ultimate AI tackle. That's how the ultimate AI tackle. So let's see what Luke says. Luke 9104. Yeah, so he's yawning. So you can see he's also some little gay kid in it. Yeah, just one of them little gay Jews. Bro. You know, like people who need attention, innit? Like, you man are insignificant roaches. Bro. Nothing but roaches, innit? Through history, people have always seen you man as a pest. Bro. I feel the same. A lot of you man are pests, bro. What a fucking pestilence. You can see a tackle with Dijon. Yeah. The only place you're gonna go and see tackles like that is when your face is ultimate. Yeah. So the thought it was clever. Like I say, it would make sense why EA Sports is involved somehow. It's because the American government is involved in it. I mean, so yesterday that video posted talking about Mason. So if you see his name, Mason, get off me. Yeah. Mason Greenwood has gone to Getafe, but if you read it properly, it said Mason get off me. So it's an insinuation of the video when she said Mason get off me, you know. So get off me, Mason, get off me, Mason. I mean, like, you can't trust these guys, but yeah, look, bro. He's turning back. Don't allow him to turn back. Get the you see what I mean, then? Through the center, offside. Okay, watch Pele. Let's watch Pele. Yeah. Give him. Why you couldn't just? Yeah, so there's unbelievable. Right, look at Julie. Look at Julie. Yeah, that's what. Look at Pele, bro. Yeah, so you see the back post, control it. Fuck off. So I gotta make my own fight back manually, you get me? No fucking way. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I don't mind when people like are good players, but I mind when my games I can feel the restrictions on my game, but that's what I don't like, but like I just want a fair chance. Even if somebody's better than me, which I'm never going to say somebody's better than me. Who does that? You get me? But I just want a fair chance, but like even if a man's better than me, they're giant killers in this world, and I want to be a giant killer, blood. You get me? You know, simple as that. You know what I mean? I'm Hansel and Gretel, blood. You get me? I'm David versus Goliath. You get me? I want to be a giant killer, blood. You know what I mean? My ego needs boosting as well. I need dopamine. You know what I mean? You don't use your dopamine receptors in your brain will rot, bro. Simple as that, innit? Look, what I'm telling you, bro, why would the ball go there, bro? The person's obviously in the center of the ball there. And look what it's turning into. Fuck it, man. Just to let the man score. Just to let the man score. Okay. Whip it all the way across. Look, he just keeps hitting everybody. uh, I mean, I just want a fair chance at life, dude. Like, you get me? I can't forgive it. I just can't. Oh, refuse to. Just want a fair chance of life, dude. Like, yeah. I do like that, but look at the problem I'm facing, man. Look at the players now. Game's broken now, man. Every pass is, every over the top ball is hitting somebody. Right, so now, right, cool. Rodrigo. Over the top now, Rodrigo. Man, that's fucking Linglet, bro. Pacing Rodrigo. That's crazy. Yeah, that good time. That's all, yeah. That's all. All the way down. Just push it now. Come on. Tap it in. I literally press finish shot. Not a fucking flare volley, bro. You should have just cushioned that into the back of the net, bro. Literally, you should have just fucking cushioned it in the back of the net, bro. Yeah, good try. Is he going for the volley? Hold on, what's that about? Alright, so, okay, cool. 19 people in front of him. Don't let him get past there. Ah, Pele, wide. Alright, so now watch this here. So I'm going for him now. Now I'm gonna strike it across the net. He expected the volley across the net. Right, so 2 games to finish all this shit. Yeah. So you get what? 103. 4 days. Let go for that. So what is it? 103, 80. We're getting 3 goal players, no special card, maximum 83. Yeah, 3 goal players, no special card, maximum 83. Bang, go. I should have said French and that would have been perfect, man. Oh, fuck you, wait. No way I guess that, bro. 3 goal players, maximum 83, bro. I'm not clairvoyant, man. I'm never. It's just a pattern, and I know the game like that. Like, I just know, I know when they're about to stitch me up, you know. Like, I'm more surprised when they get a actual good player or a special card. I'm more surprised that way than getting shit consecutively. Really, I never predict when I get a special card. I always predict when I don't. You get me? You know? It's funny. Yeah, so this guy. So um, what's it called now? None of them players can't go into that evolution. Was 84 very good players. Um, not really looking to. None of them fucking yeah. What's Centurions about it? The waste of time. So I can't spend the 150 this time. I've only got 281, 150 will leave me to 130. Yeah, no, I can't do it. They only sent. I only got 2 centaurs. All the centaurs that fit in this are rubbish. Man. Off league, off name, you don't know. Mm, centaur, but no, not really interested. No. So we got this one. Okay. Yeah. Right, so I started at what now? Yeah, 14 hours, yeah? So 14 hours, 5 minutes is where I started Rivals today, yeah? So where by the when I watch the United game, come back on in a bit. So I must see wherever I stop, I must see how many games I played between 14 hours. Well, actually, let me go see how much games I've got there. Yeah? I'm literally going to. Yeah, I'm literally going to what's it called? Is it settings? So how long? It says this week I'm only on for 34 minutes. I just played 3 games, so that doesn't even make sense. So you can see that's wrong already. So if the tracking stats wrong, yeah, that can be used in pure ways. Or imagine I walk out on the street for any reason tonight. I'm going to the shop. Something happens to somebody. Yeah, I come back in my house. Oh, something happened to somebody. I come back in my house. Police is knocking at the door. Bam, 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 bam. They say, "Oh, Mr. Clark, where were you between the hours of such and such?" Oh, I went to the shop and I came back home, jumped on FIFA. All right, Mr. Clark. Yeah, right, okay. They go and check my tracking stats. He said, "Bloody, been on the game. You've been only 34 minutes all week. Why you lying? Prison." That's funny. That's actually hilarious. Right, so stadium, so 164 and 164 is 328, yeah? 328. So I won 164 games, 28 draws, 238 losses, yeah? Alright, so that, yeah? And then friendlies, friendlies, 14 hours, 3 minutes. So I'm gonna bring that thing up as a marker. So when I go through the video, check up how many games between the hours I've played and how many games I've won and lost between them hours, and see what part in that checkpoint. Because I want to get back to Division 5 for tomorrow's rivals reward. Yeah, because last season that just gone, I only got to Division 5 after playing nearly 4 fucking 100 games. What is this shit? Omni man. Yeah, so 14 hours, 1 minute, that should be enough. Let's go. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Ultimate Supercar Killer, Real Crime, Twisted Obsession. I'm gonna get there, man. Go on, Keita. See what I'm to you. Say 2 years icons of Cries of Sick. So, yeah. But back to him. I'm already gonna lose this game 19 nil, and that's like a precursor to the shit that's gonna happen in this game. Yeah, back to him. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, okay. Alright, watch this now. So borrow. Yeah. No, let's watch this. Yeah. Okay, cool. You see Julie out there? Yeah. Yeah, look at the tackling, man. Look, 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 look. Like, it's obviously like it's wrong, but it's clearly wrong, man. Clearly wrong. Look, look. Everywhere I turn, the AI is positioned right behind me to give him back the ball. I don't care about no 71 depth in it. Yeah, if he's got everyone on 71 depth, then I should just be able to just hit long passes behind him. Yeah, I just should be able to hit long passes behind him. Yeah, but I'll tell you, yeah. Since the game started, the amount of time the ball just hits him and go back to him, and this is the reason. for just to ease that. It always cause them to get in the space. You know? Yeah, that's what she said. Now,
Study came over the country. He immediately disappeared into the Southwood community. There was a bus stop in Southwood where he first met Gita, and the two of them got on. Hey, what's your name? Come on.
yeah. Look at my winger, yeah. Look at my winger. He just stood still. He just stood still. Yeah. The guy is controlling the right back behind him, and the wing back just stood still. The winger just stood still and wouldn't move. Yeah. He just look. He just stood back and stood still. Bro. Look at that. 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 Yeah. Back to him. Yeah. Tackling each other. Look at that. I tell you, it's what they've done to the game, man. Yeah. I tell you, it's all set up, it's all fake. The players are fake. They're using basically a bot. They're using a bot, and it's ultimate. Yeah. The people who I face play with their ultimate bot, and they just control the attacking part of it. Because look, he's not using. Look, he switched to the right back then. Yeah. He literally switched to the right back then. Yeah. And having the AI chase me down. You get me? Like, I'm telling you, that's what they're doing, innit? It's the AI. The AI is on ultimate for him, innit? But he keeps doing the same thing with the right back over and over. He keeps switching into the right back, yeah? Look, he's switching into the right back, yeah? Watch this now, let's watch this now. Can't out sprinting, that's Varane. I should out sprint him over the top. Should be a simple fuck it. Look, three players in front of me. It's the bot that's doing it for them. It's clearly a bot that they're using. And look at that. Yeah. Yeah. So bang over the top. Look at the defender, yeah? Where did the ball hit? His fucking head, blood. Yeah, I mean, right, yeah? Ball comes in. Ball comes there, and look at where he kicks the ball over the keeper. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're using the bot. The bot. They don't do anything. You see, they constantly. This guy keeps switching off to his right back and just leaving the AI to do the tackling, not the pitch for it. The AI wins the ball and then he just does the attack for him. He's not doing the tackling himself. He hasn't tackled me once. It's just the AI that does it. No, it's just the AI. Just the AI. Just the AI. Just the AI that does it for him. Look, constantly switches into the back. Oh, yeah. 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 That's good. I tell you, the AI that's switching for playing for the minute. All he does is just wait till the AI wins the ball and then he does the attack. And that's why I win the ball, but there's 14 of them chasing it. And then he doesn't have 14 players on his pitch, on his team. That's what I did. Who wouldn't get frustrated and angry? Nobody just sits there and unconsciously plays the ultimate AI over and over. Nobody does that. I mean, nobody unconsciously plays the ultimate AI. So, first of all, you're not going to play the ultimate AI if you don't have a monster team in the game, bro. Yeah, if you don't have the best team in the game, you ain't gonna fuck with the ultimate AI, but nobody will. So, because it would frustrate you, you would lose every game. You simply need the best team in the game to play the ultimate AI. There's no way of beating it without them. Otherwise, you'd have to score one fucking goal and just keep the ball over and over. Oh, that's it. That's the only way you can play the AI. That's the only way you can play. Now look what I'm saying, you, bro. Look at the game, bro. It's clearly a bot, isn't it? Like, watch this, yeah. It's clearly a bot, man. Clearly, yeah. Clear as day. Yeah. Watch this, yeah. Okay, what nobody says. Look at Ellen Militao, yeah. So this is the space I got. Look at where what's it called? Mendy is, yeah. So look at Mendy. As soon as look, yeah, he ran Julie into an offside position. He's with Julie the whole time. Runs Julie into an offside position. As soon as Julie is offside, he switches. The AI switches on to as immediately chased him offside. Yeah, through tackle. Yeah, foul, and nothing came of it. But the AI ran Julie offside so to ensure that I can't pass it to Julie. And nobody thinks like no human being is thinking like that. Bro. Look at him now. It's because guess what? They didn't expect me to score whenever I score on it, yeah. Because it's the ultimate AI. Whenever I score on it, this is what they do now. It happens all the time. You go to all the game, you see players like this, yeah. They have the ultimate. Guess what? Oh shit, he scored. They start holding on to the ball now because they don't expect you to score on it. You get me? Innit? So this guy is called Wheaton Ben Wheaton. Yeah. Look, 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 look. So I'm gonna put it all on ultimate attacking. All of the aids on. Yeah. Out to Julie. Look at just watch Mendy. Just pay attention to Mendy, yeah? Yeah. So he was controlling Mendy there and Varane came and did all the tackling for him. Yeah. He was literally controlling fucking Mendy and Varane ran out and did the tackling for him. The AI does too much tackling for them, and I'm saying that because my AI does nothing for me, but my AI is a useless fucking thing. Yeah, useless. Look. He got a chance to run at the goal and he turned him back now. Because what he's doing, shit, he's not a good player. He knows he has no business winning here. None. He has no business winning this. Bounces off me, back to him. And look now, all of a sudden they're in there. Yeah. Yo. Yeah. He knows he has no business winning this. He knows. Let's watch this, yeah. Look at the simplicity, innit? Through the centre, right back to Mendy, you get me? Yeah. We'll do the same thing again. Let's watch this. Look at where my AI is running. Yeah. So he's got three options, and I consistently have one option. Yeah. Oh, watch this. Look, bang off him. Yeah. Yeah, bang. Some weird pass. And look at Mendy holding the players up. Look at Dembele holding the players. For some reason, my player, Martinez, is a defender who is fucking out of fitness, blood. A defender, blood. I didn't know fitness could be affected in the game, bro. So Militao as well out of fitness. I didn't know defenders could run out of fitness, but both my centre backs are having fitness issues. The least amount of people that does the running, though. The only person that does less running than the centre back is a fucking keeper, bro. Yeah. Only one of them. Only one of them. Yeah. Look at Militao. Yeah. Look at Militao. Yeah, so if we go back there, yeah, Pereira is knackered. Pereira is knackered. Yeah. Yeah, look at Militao, yeah? There it is. Militao is a centre back. Militao isn't involved in a press like that. Yeah. Militao is fucking on red, yeah? Alright, cool. What's it called now? Marquinhos, also on red. So watch this here. So I'm trying to run with Militao. Look at the AI, bro. Yeah? I don't need to make up any shit. Why is there so much collisions in the game? That's the AI blood like blocking off Eden Militao from getting to the fucking pass. So you're being blocked off there now. The only solution you have is to switch away from him into somebody else. Otherwise, you're gonna just be stuck in there. Yeah? And you switch off to anybody else, it's going to be a centre. But guess what? It's forcing it to look like I am the one who's panicking. I am the one who is basically switching into centre backs that I don't need and dragging them out of position. Well, that's the situation there, yeah. So again, I just about 3 4 seconds. He's still colliding with my centre back, yeah. So look at where my centre back is, yeah. Look at the pass. So I switched into him now, yeah. Yeah. Immediately, Dembele is running towards the centre back. Yeah. Yeah. Running towards. When my players run towards the centre back, I don't push them away. They don't. They don't. They're not affected by me. They affect me. And when the opposite way is around, when they fucking are doing it, guess what? They run into me. They push me. Look, he's blocking him the whole time. There, he's blocking him there. So whoever that is on the wing, is that Mendy? Mendy hasn't received the ball yet. Okay, cool. Mendy hasn't received the ball yet. He's still blocking him off. Mendy hasn't received the ball yet. He's still blocking him off. Mendy hasn't received the ball yet. He's still blocking him off. Look, you ain't gonna stop blocking him off until Mendy gets a fucking ball. Yeah, and that's the air. Still isn't block. It's still blocking him off. Mendy still hasn't received the ball yet. Yeah. As soon as Mendy gets the ball, he breaks free. As soon as, bang. Yeah. Now Marquinhos, weren't even using Marquinhos then, but Marquinhos is tired. He's on red. So, like I said, the man who is doing this, bro. Whoever wants to say I'm beating the system, chat shit all you fucking want. I don't care, bro. You clearly care because you're still hiding to this very day, bro. I ain't hiding. You might know where I am. The government knows where I am. The police knows where. Everybody knows where I am, bro. Everybody knows that. You have to hide, bro. But not only you're gonna get a fucking up of your lifetime, you're gonna lose on top of it. Talk about paranoid. Talk about this. Say any fucking thing you man want to say. I didn't need anyone's aid, help, or nothing. I could have done it all on my own. And some man from Britain felt like he should take away my personal goals and achievement in life and decide, oh, we'll hand it to you. Because guess what? We've realized. I don't care about your realization. I could have made it on my own. I could have got where I needed to get in life. So the six didn't win. The police didn't win. The government certainly didn't win. The government certainly did not win this bit. You tried to trick me that it's girls that were doing it. Oh, it's because of girls. What the fuck does the government give about fuck about women? Women don't care about women. Never have, never will. Women get domestically abused every fucking day, and nothing comes out of it for time until the unfortunate happens. So, I know it's not about no girl. This is about some bad man, blue eye, white Jewish man who decides that no nigga should perform better than them in it. And every single industry that they come and attack me with, I beat them, but every single one. And they don't like that. You know what I mean? Because look, why my players fucking finger? Go through everything, go through my history, go through every industry I've walked through in this country. Whether internet, phone, electric, gas, water, schooling, financial, work life, whether construction, whether picker packer, whether freezer, whether making burgers, whether anything. You can go through the whole fucking thing. Man. I beat them all, man. And they don't fucking like it. So guess what? The only place they can physically beat me, yeah, is the game because, like I said, anything that happens in a virtual world is allowed based on the programmer. If the programmer decides you're not going to score a goal, they can literally program the game to not let you score a goal and let the defender teleport from one part of the pitch to the other to unblock your shots from going in. It's a computer. Everything on the computer is programmed and it programs you to think you are doing something. But really it's the program allows the action. You couldn't press the escape key on a fucking computer if they program the escape key to work don't work. You wouldn't be able to take a shot in the game if they program the game not to take a shot. You wouldn't be able to save a shot in the game if they program it not to let you save any shots. You wouldn't be able to tackle a person. You wouldn't be able to kick the ball. Nothing. It's all programmed. So because that's how the virtual world works, they can deprogram it or reverse the coding to stop you from doing anything. So I start lying now. Now I'm gonna start lying. Everything I say from this point on is going to be a lie. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start. Start lying all the time now. Because I don't care why it's being done. I didn't ask for it to be done. I don't know who you men are, and I'm clearly trying to find out. So whoever is saying I'm volunteering or I'm doing charity, well, you should be. I should be able to contact the people that are volunteered. Wait, it's simple as that. I mean, you should be able to unvolunteer yourself at any moment if you choose. Yeah, you should be able to unvolunteer. So you can see I'm clearly playing the game, and it's saying you're not actively playing the game. So you can see why it's saying 34 minutes. So you can see why it's saying I'm only playing 34 minutes. Yeah, I mean, you can see what the point of it is, isn't it? So I'm gonna make sure put this one in the title and ensure this is what and take a serious note of this issue. So you can see why it's saying that. Oh, you only have 34 minutes this week. It's because they're basically wasting my time and fatiguing me out and writing it down as oh he's depressed and not playing the game because of his mental issues. You have to destroy all them paperwork. Simple as that. There's no choice you man have. You have to destroy the paperwork. At the moment you destroy it, that's game over for me. And especially a game over for you. You have to destroy the paperwork. Can't win. Simple, isn't it? You simply you might have lost the game, and you have no choice but to give up. No choice. So when all them paperwork, that's why they don't want me to know who they are, because a simple freedom of information would blow it out of the water. Bro. Because guess what? They'll have to hand over everything they've written down, and it's going to be pure fucking lies, isn't it? So like I say, if you volunteered for a service in any country, you should be able to go to the people you volunteered with. Yeah. You should be able to go to them people you volunteered with, and that should be enough. Simple as that, innit? Anybody you volunteer for, you should know who they are. You should know what the company is for. You should be able to fucking go to the company, innit? I say I no longer want to volunteer for you because I realize you man are criminals, and I don't want to be indicted whenever you will ultimately get caught. Because I'm a Christian boy, you know what I mean? And I do not commit crime.
Crucially, we also have DNA and hairs in there that are related to Gita. The forensic tests proved that the teenager was involved in Gita's death. And on the 21st of November, thanks to Jaswant Diller's help, another discovery was made. The trainers he had described were found in the location where he had remembered them being dumped. DNA analysis once again showed they were Sher Singh's. 5 days after her death, Sher Singh was charged with Gita's murder and remanded in custody. I'm asking, how would he feel if it was his sister? What did you get out of hitting an innocent girl over the head 4 times with a machete? What did you get out of it? How did you feel when you were doing it? Peter's killer was now in custody, and the following day the police uncovered the weapon he used to kill her. On the 22nd of November, we found a machete in the canal. That machete had been sharpened and hadn't been in the canal very long. It was taken for a forensic examination, but due to the time it had been in the canal, all the blood and DNA, I think this had been washed off it.
What, he was gonna save it?
Been instrumental in catching Peter's killer. Jaswant's description of what happened, where the machete was, where the jacket was, where the shoes were, and his description of what happened at the scene were now matching what we knew to be true. He was a very important witness for us. The police had their killer, but something about the crime just didn't add up. This didn't appear to be a random murder. It didn't appear to be a robbery that had gone wrong. There didn't seem to be any reason at that time for Sher Singh to kill Gita.
I didn't even touch the bar, blood, and somehow it's his truck. I literally just held him off with the LT, and I didn't touch the bar. So why is it saying that it's his truck? Yeah, fuck off.
This one of these videos where he comes to college to study, to enroll in the college course, and quickly identified through the college that he turned up day one and then he disappeared. He never stayed again. The teenager was part of an immigration scam, but nothing connected him to Gita. Yet the attack was not random. When we looked into Gita's movements immediately before the killing, we knew that she'd left Sunrise Radio at 6:20. We knew that she'd gone onto 105 bus. We had CCTV of her. And then she got off the bus stop. Bearing in mind it's about 7 o'clock in November evening, it was dark. She, understandably, for a single woman, has got off the bus stop. It's quite well lit on the main road. And then she's walked, not the shortest, but perhaps the most well lit route to the childminders. And so we thought somebody who'd been watching her was somebody very familiar with him. The police began to consider that if the killer didn't have a motive for murder, perhaps somebody else did. There was belief that
Alright,
to attack into all that quick in the street on that day at that place. Detectives suspected that Sher Singh had been instructed by someone else to kill Gita, and that theory led the police back to their initial suspect. We've got no link between Sher Singh and Gita. The common denominator here is somebody. He had been in the pub with who he'd been in the pub with. We therefore needed to find out, see if there were links between them, which would.
so you can look at that, yeah, what bounced off Dijon. Yeah, I couldn't get control of Dijon. But I fucking bounced off Dijon and went back to the keeper. So there's even problems with the mechanics, the auto switching. There's even an issue with it. I literally fucking the ball bounced up, deflected, hit off Dijon, and then went back to the keeper. And Dijon, he didn't select Dijon automatically.
The second link came is when we had a look at exactly where these two individuals were from in India. And if you look at the whole of India, these two guys, Sher Singh and Sunny, live perhaps a mile and a half apart in a small farm community deep in Punjab. These discoveries implied a connection, but another breakthrough almost confirmed it. Sunny was involved in a Tier 4 scam, which was how Sher Singh had entered the UK. Young lads come over from India, he would get them work.
Yeah. I can't move all of a sudden, you know. Big man, if I could cry, I would cry. Yeah. Trust me, I ain't holding back them tears. If I could cry, I would cry. This is Division 7, but I say, the truth is, whatever I have to do, I will do it. And in the courtroom, I still play it and say, well, we was doing this. In the courtroom, no matter how it plays out, I'll still get it done. I'll still prove it to the whole courtroom. And this is the game, and it doesn't make sense why they have such an advantage when it comes to their defense and my defense doesn't work. No matter what crime I commit in that courtroom, that will be evidence. You say somebody set it all up for it to be for that behavior to be expressed, and that ultimately led to that action. However, regardless, I go to prison as long as I prove it on my way to prison. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you can see, yeah, watch that, yeah. So I just passed the ball with the right back, yeah. Hernandez was able to tackle both the players, yeah, both the player off the ball, yeah, both the player off the ball and fucking look at it, yeah, can't get the ball around it, both the player off the ball, yeah, and both the player off the ball, yeah, both the fucking player off the ball and the man passing the ball. Both the player off the ball and the man off the ball, he was able to tackle in one goal. Yeah. Both the fucking player off the ball and the man on the ball, he was able to tackle at one split. Yeah, so watch this, yeah. So look at where the player is. Yeah, look at what the AI does. This is what they've set up why I can't get down the wing. So yeah, again, just like Julie, player runs offside. Just like Julie, yeah. He now goes over to Julie. Yeah. Okay, cool. Look at he tackling two players at one. Look at the animation. It's clearly a tackle. Yeah. Now look at where the ball is. He tackled two of them at once because the AI runs offside and basically takes himself out of the game. Now instead of having the off the ball player to think about, you only need to got one player to think about because the fucking AI is offside. So that's what they keep doing. That's why I can't get down the wing because my player keeps running down the fucking line instead of cutting in, instead of running a direction, turning back, checking his run. That leaves the fucker with two options. Yeah, he runs offside. Now he doesn't have to worry about that player anymore. He can just run and tackle me. All while I'm waiting for the player to make the run. Look. Yeah, look, he keeps doing the same thing, blood. The one player is able to tackle the ball carrier and block off the fucking man off the ball at the same time, blood. Yeah. Okay, let's watch. I'm not gonna stop going down that wing because that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be happening. And you realize it makes it difficult because everybody has run down the wing, cut inside and pass it across. I can't even get down the wing, blood. Not by purpose, not by accident. I just can't make it down the wing. So look at Coleman. Look at her. She won't run. She won't run. She won't run. She won't run. She waited. She typically waited until all the players got back. Yeah. So look at where she is. Yeah. Look at where she fucking is. Yeah. Look at where she is. She hasn't run. She won't 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 run. Look at the massive space there. I'm triggering LB. She won't run. She won't run. She still hasn't darted yet. Still hasn't darted yet. Still hasn't darted yet. Now she wants to run when all of them are fucking back. Why is my game doing that? Bro? Yeah? She was there the whole time. Make the run down the line. Easy space through. Easy space through. Now that's where she wants to run. So talk about premeditated. Let's see who premeditated. What you premeditated the action to cause frustration that would lead to violence. I didn't premeditate violence. It was a giving after what human did. So what we have to do in that court is prove that human premeditated the action, knowing that would lead to some sort of violent reaction. I can't be blamed for premeditation. Good luck in that courtroom to see what white boy. All we have to do is prove that how the science works and how the science says it works. And you premeditated your action to drive violence and to cause violence. So it's simple as that. Your action was to cause violence because you suck at your job and you failed as a police officer. Plain and simple. Yeah. Let me tell you, innit? You suck at your job. Bro. They basically the team of them failed and they don't want to be failures. So guess what? They thought, fuck it, innit? We just set him up, innit? So your action that was premeditated, your action was a premeditated action to cause violence. Plain and simple. You cannot win this. The military does things like that all the time, where they do something to cause a reaction. Yeah, they have plans. They go across to countries and they fuck with people and cause civil wars in people's countries. Your government has long been doing shit like that. So trust me, you man are experts at stitching people up. You man are very much experts at stitching people up. It is a widely known fact that people go in and cause trouble in other people's countries and make them have wars and destabilize their nations. And that's the tactic that you're deploying there. You man ain't clever, but I don't know who told you man that you were smart people. Well, it's long been known, them things have long been known that the white man does things like that. Destabilize other people's countries through proxy. Look, I can't get the ball down the wing, blood. Like Hernandez is perfectly positioned all the time. Just watch this here. Look at Coleman here. Right, 94 pace, 94 pace, 94 pace. Can't get down the wing. She's been blocked. Offside. Yeah. Watch this now. Call him back. Somehow he blocked it. So I'm telling you, look, every single time Hernandez wins the ball, blood, every time. Literally, yeah. There's I don't know what the term for it is called, but proxy is when somebody does something to cause a reaction. So you know that movement where like you set people up to fight each other. That's what these men are doing. I don't know what the proper term for is, but that is a tactic that governments have used in, I guess, third world countries to cause destabilization in the country and cause the money to devalue, fuck up the infrastructure, and then they come in on the white horse in it. And, you know, like Jesus becoming the savior.
At 7:04 p.m., there's 999 calls
Uh,
by a member of the public. But if we look at the phone calls shortly before then we see communication between Sonny and the driver of the vehicle. Yes, he was definitely the pub at the time Peter was killed. It was also quite clear he was receiving telephone calls. Those phone calls between Sonny and the driver of the car were clearly telling Sonny that whatever plan they had in place to kill her or severely injure her had taken place. The mobile phone information cemented the relationship between the four seemingly unconnected men and revealed the intricate planning that went into killing Sonny's wife. And in October 2010, almost a year after Geeta's brutal murder, the four men stood trial at the Old Bailey. They all pleaded not guilty. Okay, one of our memories of the trial was seeing Sonny. He was blowing kisses into the public gallery, which is where Geeta's immediate family were. He was taunting them. They had no remorse in court. They were shaking each other's hand, smiling at each other. Vultures. This is a man who's killed a woman that he apparently loved. He's deprived the Sinn family of their daughter and of their sister. Horrible. It's almost like he's smiling at us, that I've won because I've taken her. At the trial, the police presented a compelling account of what happened. The jury unanimously found Sonny, whose full name is Harpreet Orlack, guilty of the murder of his wife. He was jailed for life to serve a minimum of 28 years. The other three, Sher Singh, the killer, Jaswant Dillon, the lookout, and Harpreet Singh, the driver, were all sentenced to life imprisonment for a minimum of 22 years. It was just the fact that she was leaving, and he just could not take it. Hence, he got her murdered. Simple as. They both acknowledged it. After the devastating loss of Geeta, the pain is still felt by the many people who loved her. She's tremendously missed. They've taken someone's mother, they've taken someone's daughter, they've taken someone's sister, friend away. And we'll have to live with the pain for the rest of our lives. TUI, you can discover over 140 destinations worldwide. TUI, live happy or connected. This Christmas, there's more to Argos. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Code the Unknown. As always, I'm your host Simon. I'm here, one of my writers, in this case Katie. Thank you, Katie. Has written me a script, The Target Box, investigating the cursed object that inspired the horror movie Possession. Well, guess what everybody, starting from a strong place because I've never heard of The Target Box or the horror movie. I feel like I've heard of Possession, definitely never seen it. Horror movies are too scary for me. Like, I don't like seeing a horror movie in the cinema because it's never scary enough. Because it's the day, there's other people around, you're in a public space. You're like, I'm not going to get haunted right now. And I don't even believe in hauntings. But then again, I'm never going to watch a horror movie by myself alone at home because then it's way too scary. Like, I saw The Ring when I was a kid, and after that, I was like, no, a horror movie's too scary for me. Not into it. I'm not scared. I'm like, I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in any of this stuff. And I'm still like, they're coming for me. I saw The Sixth Sense as a kid. I must have been like 13 or 14, and I kept going into rooms and expecting to see like dead people hanging from the ceiling. I was like, oh, why? Do you know? Anyway, let's just jump into it. Do you know what the most haunted object in the world is? We've heard of haunted houses by the dozen, but specific haunted objects, not so much. What do you think it should be? A murder weapon such as a knife, a creepy doll with an equally creepy story attached, some sort of book containing arcane knowledge and bound in human skin? Yes, definitely. I went to dinner with some friends the other day, and I arrived like 5 minutes late to my bloody tram. Like, they were reading. It's not important I was late. Generally, I'm always on time, so I like to make an excuse of why I was actually like 5 minutes late. Anyway, I arrived. And my mate's like, yeah, and that's why the Horcrux is going to be destroyed. And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, I'm just explaining Harry Potter to my other mate. And I'm like, do you care about this? And he's like, no, I don't know why he's explaining it to me. And I was like, I knew you didn't care. I don't care. No one cares. Except for the other dude who was explaining the Horcruxes. Well, it's not as horrible as that. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Dybbuk box, allegedly the world's most haunted object, and trace its journey from the ashes of the Holocaust to becoming the jewel in the crown of a Las Vegas museum via a blockbuster horror movie. While it might have entered the mainstream, its power still has a hold on whoever owns it. So whatever you do, don't open the box. I'd open out of that box. I'd go to that Las Vegas museum and they'd be like, dare anybody open the box? I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. What do I get? Give me some like coupons for slot machines. I'll do it because curses and haunted things are not real. The last time I thought they were real, I must have been like 11. I remember someone at school was like, "Oh well, yeah, I'll put a curse on you." Oh my god, wait, the curse is real. I should look this up because that's what you think when you're 11, and you're like, because someone says it with just such conviction, and it's like, "Oh no, that's not real." It's like, oh, okay, good. Today's video is brought to you by one of my more unusual sponsors, and that would be Foreo, the beauty company that decided to sponsor dear old Fact Boy. Dear old Fact Boy is looking younger every day thanks to Foreo. That's right. Look, I told you about the bear before, but today I want to talk to you about the Luna 4. This is a fantastic two-in-one smart facial cleansing and firming device. With Luna 4, you can enjoy an effortless skincare routine tailored perfectly to your needs. It offers personalized cleansing, app-guided firming massages with relaxing P-sonic pulsations. And here's the kicker. It's incredibly hygienic with ultra-hygienic silicone touch points that are 35 times more hygienic than brushes with nylon bristles. And look, I swear to God, I'm not going to become a beauty YouTuber, but I have had spots and like little bits of problems with my skin from using like bad brushes and cloths. Don't do it. Use Luna 4. I've been using it regularly. My skin has never looked better. That or look there have been pretty amazing. I just have like non-splotchy, nice smooth skin these days, and it's amazing. It's why I was like, yes, beauty company, you can sponsor me, even though it seems like a very weird fit. What's a benefit might be it's a great gift for your significant other. I got my wife the bear, also got her this Luna 4. So she's happy about that. Right now, you can get 21% off Luna 4 for the first 100 people. So if you want to treat yourself or surprise someone special, don't miss out on this offer. Check the link in the description below. And now back to today's video. The Dybbuk. First things first, let's catch up on the history of the Dybbuk. This malevolent spirit springs from Jewish mythology and can be traced back as far as the 16th century. I feel like Hunter can't curse me at home right now. You're like, I curse you, Simon. Damn you to eternal hell. You're like, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. I feel like years ago, someone sent me an email. It's just like, I get a lot of like, a lot of fan mail. Thank you very much. Thank you. So very occasionally, people are like, you piece of shit. I'm going to eat your eyes. I mean, okay. And someone was like, look, I know you don't believe in this stuff, but I genuinely see that your life is going to take a turn for the worst and all of this. And I was reading that being like, please. And that was several years ago, and my life has gone awesome. Thank you very much. Because none of it's real. In life, to attach yourself to living people can be compared with demonic possession. Similarly, the demon can be exercised out of a person, or it can just leave of its own accord after finishing its evil deeds. The word Dybbuk derives from a Hebrew word meaning to cling, or to adhere, i.e., that it clings to its host and is not easily removed. It has also been said that Dybbuks have displaced souls of evil people who have not repented for their sins and or want to finish whatever malicious deeds they had started prior to death. There have been a lot of references to Dybbuks in plays, films, books, and there seems to be a sexual spin-off lore where male Dybbuks enter their brides-to-be on their wedding nights. That's where they enter through. in their nostrils, I'll tell you that much. No, it's not. We all know where it is. It's the eyes. Luckily, the story that we have for you today doesn't go into that territory, so let's find out more about this object, the Dybbuk box. Sound familiar? As I mentioned, Katie, it does not. But let's carry on. The possession sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard of that movie, for sure. I've never seen it. That's definitely a fact. This is a real item. You can go see it yourself if you really want. It's on display at the Haunted Museum run by Zach Bagans in Las Vegas. More on him later. From the outside, it doesn't look too scary, but this wooden box has garnered a pretty troubling reputation. It's a small wine cabinet, i.e., a cabinet made to hold a few bottles of wine with two doors in front to pull out drawer below them. That sounds rather nice. That sounds nice. I'm decorating a house currently, just getting furniture and furniture. And I'm like, that sounds good. I love a Dybbuk box. Like, just to store some wine in. And in that little drawer underneath, you put like a bottle opener, a few of those little sealing corks. That'd be great. What's wrong with that? It has an inscription in Hebrew on the back, and it's supposed to be haunted by a Dybbuk. If that sounds like classic horror movie there, it's because this particular Dybbuk box comes with a rich history that even inspired its fictionalized blockbuster. The 2012 supernatural horror film The Possession uses the Dybbuk box as a main plot device, with the woman attempting to destroy it with a hammer at the beginning before looking like she suffers a stroke and is attacked by unseen forces. Later, the evil spirit latches onto a young girl and causes trouble and death to those around her before she's saved by her exes. She causes trouble and death. It's like, I won't cause me that trouble and kill him. The box in the movie doesn't look the same as the actual Dybbuk box. It's rectangular and more aesthetically pleasing than a small wine cabinet. However, multiple cast and crew, including the director Ol Borndale and co-producer Sam Raimi of Evil Dead fame, make references to the actual real-life Dybbuk box as inspiration for the film. Borndale also mentioned that I'd like to follow the film around, such as all the sets of unlit neon lights exploding and all the props being lost to a mysterious fire shortly after the film was finished. Honestly, though, that just sounds like marketing, doesn't it? For a film, turns out it's like if you were filming the Blair Witch Project, they're like, no, it's all real. It's like, but like, no, it's all real. You know, it's just nonsense. You can immediately discount that because the motivation here, money. There's no doubt that
So I'm trying to find. So right. So you've heard of stories where a woman would be married, yeah? And I use a woman because it's mostly that way, yeah? But really, anybody can do it. So it's easy to understand from a female's point of view. So a man would probably do bad things to his wife out of jealousy, blah blah blah. If he find out that she's cheating, a woman would get somebody else to do bad stuff to her husband because she wants full custody or the inheritance from the marriage, so i.e. the house, money, and all that. Well, I can't find the term. I've seen metricide, citricide, and all this, but I can't find the exact term for the situation where you have what you call a honey trap, and that would fit the situation where somebody sends a woman to lure someone in and have and what I mean do whatever to the person through the woman. You have the opposite when the woman she uses her partner, yeah, so she has her husband and uses a side man to get rid of the husband, i.e. say or tell him that she was raped, stuff like that. Yeah. I seem to can't find the term for it, but it's been happening for ages. It happens in all over the world, where a woman will go sleep with somebody else if not paying to get rid of the partner. But I can't find a name for it. Yeah. So that's the tactics that they're deploying here, minus the pay, the transaction. But it's the way they do the situation. So she would sexually manipulate one man to kill the other. It's usually the husband. Yeah. Whether she fell in love with him or whether she just using him. or they'll use him. Yeah, you find plenty of stories like that. So this is the tactics that they're basically deploying by the same way the woman would manipulate the side guy, the guy she's cheating on her husband with, to control him and either play a victim by saying, "Oh, you raped her." That man gets angry that he raped her, then he goes and does something to the other man, or they plan to get rid of the husband, and she's just manipulating him, planning to blame it on him. So you can see that tactics can use to cause friction between groups, people, and even countries. And that's what they're basically doing. They're trying to, whatever I can't find the name, they're using the tactic to set me up, to be hateful towards, I guess, the nation, and then guess what? Go after people within the nation. And obviously, the British police would spread me out clean. Innit? I'm very aware of that. Very aware of that. Well, I can't find what the name is called. I found hegemony. I found hegemony. Well, it's basically that's what they're doing. Isn't it? Because guess what? Like I said, they won't be there. Isn't it? So if you ever seen people, like people who spread rumors, yeah, and cause two groups to fight each other. So they'll spread rumors, yeah, and they go to one group and say, "Oh, he doesn't like you," innit? And then they go to the very same person that they told didn't like the other person and told them the same thing. And now them two people have friction with each other. Now they're trying to kill each other. I don't know what the name of it is called, but it's basically what these guys are doing. Innit? I mean, they think they're bad boys, but they ain't no bad boys. You know what I mean, they're no bad boys. A coward's by its very nature. You get me? But they ain't going to be anywhere when it goes off. They ain't going to be seen when it goes off. You get me? And that's why I know that's the tactic that they use. They set you up to get caught. It's like people who call the police and say, "Oh, he's got a gun," and he actually hasn't. They try to get the police to shoot them, innit? You know what I mean, through anonymous phone calls and bullshit like that, innit? It's because it's cowards, innit? People they're afraid of you and they're cowards. They don't want to challenge you themselves, so they try to stitch you up, innit? But there's a name for it. I just can't find the name, and I will find the name because it is a tactic that even women use. Mainly, women do it. It's mainly women who do it, and that's where people started doing it for. Because a woman will set a man up to kill another man, whether whichever reason. The man that she set up usually means nothing to her. She just realized, oh right, yeah, he's what do you say, whipped. He's in love with her, infatuated with her, and she realized, oh shit, she can manipulate him. The guy who hurt her broke her heart, or she's sharing the custody of the child with, or the guy if he's trying to take the child away through the courts, she'll use another man to get rid of him. But obviously, she won't pay him because he can't look like she set it up. It has to look like, oh, he did it himself. And usually that woman goes into the interrogation room and cries and says she didn't know this. She manipulated the man the whole way, told him lies, stories, whatever. He got upset. It even happened the other day in Britain where this girl, I don't know, she must have was with this guy or wanted the guy. The guy didn't want her. She met another guy and started telling the guy about how this guy raped her and this guy did that to her, and the guy ended up shooting him for it. And both of them went to prison. There is a name for it, innit? I don't know what it's called, but I can't seem to find the name. And this is the tactics that these people are using. So I'm suspecting that they're the ones that don't want me to find the name, innit? That's the tactics that they're using. Innit? Because you can literally start wars in countries that way by manipulating the two sides into fighting each other. I can't remember what. I can't. I don't even know. I can't even say I can't remember. I just don't know what it's called. But it happens all the time. Innit? It's it's mainly women who use it. It's like a sort of proxy, but there is a definite name because it's a true history. Through history, women have basically killed their partners through, I guess, lovers, innit? Yeah, yeah. Kill their husband through lovers. She falls in love with her husband. She finds somebody new. She falls in love with him, and they both plan to kill their husband, and or she just wants the custody of the child and she get rid of him that way. I mean, nah, I can't. I don't know what it's called. I actually don't know. I don't know what it's called. But that's the tactic that they're using. So that's why they're coming to the community. That's why they're going around the community, telling the community bad things about me. And then guess what? That's turning the community against me. Then what do? They come and abuse and assault me behind closed doors through various tactics. Guess what? That's turning me against the community. Guess what? Me and the community is going to clash at some point, and they're going to sit there and I wouldn't say in the shadows. They're going to sit there pretending like they have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? It's like turning two siblings against each other. It's manipulation, it's proxy, but there has to be a direct word that describes a specific situation. It's manipulation and it's proxy together. Yeah, it's basically like that, innit? But there has to be a name for it because it happens a lot. Women mainly do it, innit, to their husbands, and certain people obviously did the psychoanalysis of these type of people, came up with a description for the behavior, and then they employed it in society and war to get communities to war against each other. Right? It's a destabilizing thing. So they learn it through that, and then they use it to destabilize nations. You get me? So it's like a what's it called? Like a double agent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like you're carrying information to this group, and you're carrying information to that group, and them two groups will fight and kill each other, and you act like you had nothing to do with it. There's a name for it. I don't just know what it is. I've watched what they've done, seeing how they've done it, I realize that's what they're doing. Innit? That simply explains the whole situation. I can't seem to find a name, the word. Innit? I can't think of what the name is, but there is a name for it. Literally is a name for it, innit? Because it happens too much for somebody to not name the situation. I just can't think of the name. I'm definitely gonna search for it because it has to have a name. It's quite common. Yeah, it's quite a common thing that happens, and they basically weaponize it, and militaries use it to destabilize nations. I don't know what it's called, but there's definitely a name for it. As you can see, I'm sat by myself, so nobody's telling me. I'm at 165 days in isolation. It's not self isolation. It's not no incel. I was basically segregated from the community through various reasons. And this is the tactic I'm trying to think. What is it called? Yeah. Oh, you saw, yeah. How is this not a foul, yeah? De Bruyne didn't touch the ball, yeah? De Bruyne didn't touch the ball, not at all. Yeah, his foot avoided Militao some way bent out of his way, which allowed this to happen. So watch this, 94 pace here, 94 pace, 94 pace, 94 fucking pace. Okay. Right, so watch this there. So he's gonna do that same stupid shit again. I've got Pereira, big and strong, big and strong, big and strong, big and strong. Look, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Big and strong. I mean, he's putting my Marquinhos all the way out. Oh, fucking, he's putting my Marquinhos outside of the box for some odd reason. There he is. Oh, for some odd reason, he's outside there. Yeah, this one is standing up there. This one is standing up there. This one is standing up there. Yeah. Take it down. Through the center. Push it, push it, push it, push it. Back post. Yep. Yep. Yeah, bounces too. Yeah. I don't understand why Holland is there, really. Alright, he's in the midfield. Right, so we'll change it to that one. Change it to that one. Right, run, run. Aggressive. Yeah, aggressive. I want Holland to stay central. Aggressive. All the way. Back. Stay back. Cover center. Yeah. Back. 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 That. 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 Okay. So you see what he did there? Instead of going to the open space, he pointed to me so you can see, look at in the top. Can't get him to come and close the side off over there. Can't get him to close the side off over there. Ball back to. So I'm gonna have to spam the out button. Spam the out button. Yeah. So you can see my elevator wouldn't go across. I need to find the name of what they do. They're trying to get me to attack people. They spread rumors around the community about me saying that whatever they're saying, God fucking knows what how far that deep that goes, which would turn the community against me. They could basically guess that they're trying to say I don't like British people, and then guess what? They come and do the same thing to me, and then it's more likely that I'm going to attack them. Guess what? Because they're not going to attack me because they're going to told make sure nobody does anything, nobody does this, nobody does that. You know what I mean? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Through the center, down the line, all the way across. Yeah, yeah, right. Some random person. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who wouldn't be fucking furious? You get me? I need to find that name because I know exactly what to do. These men are nowhere to be seen, and that's how they do. They set up foreigners like that who come to Britain. They turn the community against him by going talking shit to the community. Tell the community, and no one lets him know. And at this point, after it's been done a few times, people would know not to say anything, and then they come and wind that individual up behind closed doors. That person gets upset and wants to attack people. They attack somebody in the community, then they put it on news or a mentally ill man because they hide it. They hide the fact and not label it as terrorism, and label it as mental illness. If you don't have any connection to like stereotypical terrorist nations or hostile nations, they use mental illness there. The community even know exactly what went on, and they all say nothing. Like, who wouldn't be furious at that? Innit? Yeah. So this is the what was it? Enemy. So that's the goal that Raphael there have scored. Let's watch this, yeah. So look at the situation now. Look, he's got four players. Look where the penalty spot is. Look where the ball is. He got four players in a row there. He's got my keepers on his back. You look beside my keeper, that's Marquinhos. And if you haven't got a keen eye for detail, if you look behind fucking Marquinhos, my left back is attached to Marquinhos back. So you can see every day I come on this game, it's generating anger. The reason why the police hasn't the reason why the police hasn't come and arrested me for the shit I've said online, because YouTube would have fucking told them this is going on and contacted Britain because obviously I'm on a UK YouTube. So they'll know exactly where it is, yeah? So watch this here. Look at where she is. So this is the situation, yeah? So I've got two players here, plus my keeper. She's marking Marquinhos. You can see what's it called? She's marking Marquinhos. You can see Rafael Leao out there by himself. You can see closer there. You can see there, yeah. So look at where the ball at this. Yeah. So immediately look at Rafael Leao. Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah. So like I said about this touch thing, this is what it does. Guess what? If if it was in football, when you take a touch, the ball's supposed to go to the direction where the touch was made. But because of this, it goes through his foot. Guess what? It perfectly rolls in front of him. So the touch that would have turned him back didn't help him. Yeah? Bang. Okay, cool. She now she now tackles with the wrong foot. And that all led from this. So instead of the ball going back to his right because he touched it with his left, it went through his legs, which gave him the perfect touch, which led to him getting past her like that. Yeah, now you have Rafael Leao there, you got that player all the way over there. Now this, yeah. So look at it now. So look at El Militao. How am I supposed to tackle when he's floating? Look, how am I supposed to tackle? Yeah, yeah. And then look now, Marquinhos. I don't understand where Marquinhos is going because the ball has already been passed. At that point, Marquinhos is still running away. He's still running the other way. 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 Still. And now that's look at Marquinhos and Militao and all of them. Yeah. Who wouldn't be furious and who would want to attack somebody? Yeah. Now this. I said, who wouldn't want to attack somebody? You know? So you can see the community, they don't have to come and tell me. But anybody that sees this publicly would fucking know. And like I say, I can go out there and spread it all over various forms of media to ensure that they'll have to scratch the whole media. Everything about me off the internet they'll have to wipe off. And people would find that very strange that why would you wipe everything off the internet? Mm. Yeah. So you can see the situation there. They spent the last what 15 years trailing behind me, telling pure lies, chatting pure shit. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you can see what they're trying to do. So anybody that knows everybody that was around me, they were all set up there to watch me. Yeah. They didn't give the public any evidence that was worthy of such, more than lies. They didn't tell them how I acquired anything that they thought was suspicious. They didn't say how I acquired it. They didn't say anything. They just go and say, oh, they found whatever they found, and this is what they think is going on because they must have seen it before. Yeah, but they didn't tell the public how on God's earth did he acquire these things. So when the police is investigating someone, yeah, they go and look through CCTV, and like most likely where an item was bought. So like I said, somebody gave me a book called The Art of War, and I guarantee that the police didn't feel the necessary need to go and find out where that book was bought, because guess what? I wouldn't have been the one who bought it. So anybody that bought me that book should have been equally involved and be equally put under surveillance. They should have been put under surveillance themselves. So you can see that part they would have skipped out that part and not felt the need to go and trace where this book came from, because there's only a few places that would sell the Art of War book in England. So I'm gonna Google the book in a minute. I'm gonna Google the book and everything in a minute that they used to set this all up, and I can put the person. I got a picture of the person who sold it to me, and just by chance, I don't know why they didn't take that away. Yeah, I have no idea why they left that. But it was a fucking mistake, I'm sure they're aware that it was a mistake to leave it now. I'm sure they are now realize it was a fucking mistake. An error, innit? I'm very sure of it. Yeah. So the boy just keeps going back to them. This is a bot, it's not a person. So this is what it was all meant to be for. Yeah. And I won't stop till I find the name, innit? Because I can find many stories where women kill their partners in that way, innit? By manipulating, like apparently somewhere in the Midlands in the last 2 years, a woman did it as well. She had a husband and she invited this Eastern European guy to come here, and she basically told them, "Oh, you two fight, and anybody wins basically gets her heart." And like back in the day, bullshit, like what the princesses used to do, innit? Yeah, and basically that's what she did. She got one to kill the other, and then she covered it up and tried to hide it. So there is a name for it because it happens often, quite often. It mostly happens to married women. It's mainly married women who do it. They don't want to lose the house or the child, so they do that. Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah, whatever it's called. I need to find the name because it's very important. Very, very important. Very important. And I'm not sure if the book of the Art of War book is sold in Britain. I'm not really sure if that happens. Well, I could put the person picture up who bought the book, but I ain't no fool. I ain't just giving all that information away for free. I mean, I ain't giving all that information away for free, man. I know exactly what they did and what they tried to do here. Figured it out. Nobody told me. As you can, as in this country, aiding an offender is illegal, and apparently I'm the only criminal around here. You get me? So everybody around me were good law-abiding citizens, and who isn't a law-abiding citizen is an informant who isn't an informant, works for the British government or police. So yeah, I'm the only criminal around there, mate. Nobody thinks he's. I don't think I'm an untouchable person. I'm very aware that they could lock up anybody at any time for anything they want. I don't think I'm an untouchable individual. I'm just making sure I'm capable of my own defense, just in case I get apparently an incompetent duty solicitor, because I can't afford my own solicitor. So I'm obviously going to get a state appointed one. So just in case he's incompetent when the time comes, just in case I'm able to put my defense together and say these were the situation and ensure that I have certain evidence, I guess, in preparation for the inevitable. Because just like they would do, they would have certain evidence before they seek to prosecute. You need evidence to defend yourself from from a malicious prosecution, isn't it? I mean, so just in case I get an incompetent solicitor, I'm ensuring that I'm able to defend myself, just in case. Because, like I said, my intent is to make the case as public as possible, is to force cameras into the courtroom to ensure the news everywhere is fucking carried. That's my intent. Is to make sure everybody knows and everybody sees, and everybody who would play the part in the rumor spreading would have to give an account of why they were going around saying the shit they were saying. Did they believe other rumors from others, and it just became a rumor mill, or were they malicious in the rumors that they spread? Because it can be both. It can be both. It could be it just became a rumor mill, and people hear and people say talk about what they hear. You know what I mean? It could be a simple situation like that. It could be a simple situation like that, or it was a malicious act. I mean, it simply could be one or the other. Could have been a malicious act perpetuated by the state for some unknown reason. I just need to make sure if the state is behind it, the state pays the duty solicitor. You know? So he's more likely going to say, "Oh, they have too much evidence against you. Just plead guilty and take the fucking plead." Because if it goes to court, you just might lose. I'd rather lose. Yeah, I'd rather fucking lose me. So just in case, because I'm clearly aware I'm being set up, who wants to say it's delusions, feel free. It's only delusions because it didn't work out for the state. I mean, when you say, oh, people are following you, oh, you're paranoid, oh, you're this. So when the government is following you around, whichever form the government takes shape and does that in, it's not paranoia when they catch you committing an offense. But when you catch them, oh, you're paranoid. Oh, you're delusional. I mean, it's simple, isn't it? Like, they do it all the time. It's something to do. It basically stops a lawsuit against it or delays a lawsuit as long as possible. Because guess what? If they say, oh, you're crazy, you're mad, you're this and that, it basically delays the lawsuit process because they can toss you into they can toss you into the hospital. They can fucking inject you, which causes your memories to go bad. Because anybody knows about antipsychotics, it has a side effect of memory loss. So the intent is to confuse you and mess around with your memory. Yeah, and it's all illegal. It's all illegal because it's an abuse of the mental health. Yeah, so I'm just making sure I got a capable defense for myself. I don't have to rely on them. Like I say, I didn't go to high school at 10 years old because I'm a fool. I went there because I'm clearly brilliant. Yeah, I went to high school at 10 years old because I'm clearly smart. Yeah, I was tricked by my community and friends to think, oh, not going to school is cool. And I guess that's how they get rid of the geniuses that are not from Europe and Australia, or Jewish. I guess that's how they get rid of geniuses. Well, I classify myself as a genius. I don't care what nobody says. I clearly am. It cannot be denied at this point. Because to not go to school, to not know anything about the culture and the community, and put what I put together as a result of what was done. Because you weren't meant to know. You were meant to go off what was told, and it's obvious that nobody ain't telling me shit, blood. Yeah, quite obvious. They weren't telling me shit from the start, and they were around me pretending to be close friends, and I had to cut them off because I know if I knew what I knew, they would have lied and said they helped me and they told me this, and I am the one who didn't do this. Because my mum said the same thing. She Delta claimed that she gave me a lawyer and she spoke to the lawyer and the lawyer rang me in front of her and I told the lawyer that I didn't want any help. Well, I said, are you mad woman? Yeah? They said, does that even really make even fucking sense? Yeah? I'm crying that something's going on and people are fucking with my life. You're saying that you helped me and I didn't want help. So what kind of mom are you? I mean, obviously she gave it away herself, innit? That she's a part of it. And the only reason you'd be a part of something like that is because she's not your mother. So that's why the government can't afford arrest me because it all will come out as the truth, innit? So this guy is called um, RS, yeah, some white boy, yeah. So J11, yeah. So in a matter of minutes, he scored 3 goals. I somehow roll away from him. Just watch this, yeah. Look at him play. Let's look at Rodrigo. Let's look at Rodrigo. Let's look at Rodrigo. Yeah, and he did all that defensive work for himself because he is a genius. You know what I mean, and I'm the average one. Yeah, he's a genius, and I'm the average one. It's not that they've set their AI to be extremely difficult and be unfair and be in favour of British people. But it's not like Britain wouldn't do so. No, Britain wouldn't do that. Britain, no, yeah, certainly Britain wouldn't disadvantage a foreign person for their own benefit. They wouldn't. They're such nice people, you know. Yeah, not like Britain wouldn't do stuff like that. Not like they don't have a history of doing fucked up shit. Not like they've never used chemical weapons on their own soldiers before. It's not like they didn't subjugate people against their will for their own profit. I mean, it's not like they've never been accused of poisoning anybody in this world. No, they didn't. They've never done stuff like that. Innit? No, no. Britain is a lovely country. Has never done anything, and white people historically have been angels, but everyone else has been horrible, and they have been are the victims. They have been the victims of numerous things. They ain't never done shit wrong. So I think United game should be on now. We're starting in 15 minutes. Yeah, it starts in 15 minutes. Yeah, so 2 hours and 42 minutes. I haven't moved from the same position. So that would be frustrating to anyone. So what is when you know progress? What happens when you feel like you haven't made any progress? How does it make people feel when you haven't made progress? Let's go. Let's see. Mm. I see what happens to a person when they feel like they're not making progress. Yeah, so that was the solicitor giving to me through the mental health process. That did absolutely nothing to help me in the case. Hence, she helped the government to label me as a schizophrenic without asking for any evidence to back up their claims, without getting any evidence. Because when you get a solicitor is supposed to get all the evidence from the state. She got nothing. She gave me nothing. This woman here, this Jewish lady, who lied to me and said she was Irish. Fucking liar. Yeah. So Otto and Penner, that was the solicitor I used. Used them twice. Otto and Penner solicitor, they're from Manchester. Yeah. So sabotage. I got sabotage. No, is it that one? Yeah, sabotage. So sabotage is a deliberate action aimed at weakening political government effort at organizing through subversion, obstruction, demoralization, destabilization, division, disruption, or destruction. One who engages in sabotage is a saboteur. Saboteurs typically try to conceal their identity. So the people who are doing this to the game, spreading the rumors, they are saboteurs, and obviously they're going around telling the community, "Oh, don't tell him," because if they tell me, I'll ask questions. It would lead back to their identity. Conceal means to hide. Yeah, identity is obviously who they are. Right? Yeah, so that's that one. This one is so it is what does the feeling of not progressing, not progressing, so feel not feel very progressive. What? That is not. What does it mean to say does? What does it mean to say does? Those the feeling of not progressing. Yeah. So what is the feeling of not progressing? He's fucking around now, he's doing all sort of weird shit. Impressive now. Yeah. When one feels like they're not making progress, it can be with their personal growth, career, hobbies, marriage, or relationship with others. It's common to feel like everything you say and do is going in one area and out of the other. It is important to notice that your reaction and response is just a feeling and hold space for them. Yeah. Why am I not progressing? Before you blame the country, president, senators, and governors as one of the reasons you aren't making progress in life, you should take out and examine the inwards of it. Yeah? What does progress mean? Yeah? So it says here, so you can see the association. What does progress mean? You can see the association with not progressing in life. It leads to feeling like a failure. Feeling like a failure leads to fucking depression. So if you go on sabotage, where is it now? The deliberate act. Wait, go back there. No, wait, so well. So, yeah, sabotage. Where did that thing go? Yeah, anyway, so deliberate destroy, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so okay. So you see why not the deliberate act of stopping someone's progress. So this is a widely known fact according to scientists. So when the government builds up reasons to restrict and ban individuals in a country, in its essence, are they not trying to have that person, I guess, in a depressive state? So government effort or organizing through subversion, yeah. So the obstruction is sabotage, yeah. So you sabotage someone, you're stopping them from progress at whatever it is. So you're putting up a roadblock. A roadblock is another word for obstruction. It's blocking your path, yeah, which leads to what? Demoralization. Your progress is being blocked. It's an obstruction, demoralization, feeling like a failure, destabilization. Guess what? You're now depressed as a result. Guess what? You're the way you are as a person. You are not feeling right. You're not feeling good about yourself. You are now depressed. Basically, you are destabilized as a functional person. Yeah. Division. Guess what? You have now conflicting ideas. Oh, you're either blaming yourself or blaming people around you. Destruction, you're basically going to self destruct at some point. But most people will lead to the blaming others for their shit. They're quite aware of that. One who engages in is a saboteur. So if I didn't make this fucking word up, I didn't create the word. So at the inception of the Industrial Revolution, skilled workers such as Louis A used sabotage as a means of negotiation. So in 1811, 1812, some random person came up with the idea. Yeah, and you can see industries, the industrial revolution, they started sabotaging others to force people to negotiate with them. So a ban or restriction on somebody is sabotage. Yeah, especially if you don't have the finances to, I mean, for it not to affect you. So, i.e., Andrew Tate was put in prison for some issue, yeah? And then guess what? Did it affect him? No. Why? He had millions of dollars in his bank account. So it really didn't matter what happened to him there. As long as he got free, it would have been fine. As long as he was free, he'd be fine. He had millions of dollars. When you're broke and you're trying to create a business, businesses sabotage each other all the time. Oh, you and somebody has the same industry, they sabotage you, spread rumors of, put fucking rats in and roaches in and let them free on your property. Guess what? The health inspector comes, locks you down and say, well, you have such and such time for your business to fix the problem or they're gonna permanently close it. Guess what? The other business, they flourish while your business falter. You're spending money, blah blah blah. Sabotage. I didn't create the word. And if the word exists, if some white man will create the word if it exists. And usually that white man is from England, because England created the English language. So sabotage is an English word, it would seem. So you can see they would have a long history of knowing the word. So you can see it's not some delusional plot because you have to prove sabotage. What more do I need to prove it? They're going to say it's an accident. What's an accident? What is an accident? Only when somebody get caught, it's an accident. If you didn't get caught, you did your job. Well done. You got caught. Oh, it's merely an accident. Sabotage. Mm. So back to this. Either you're doing so. It's what do you do when you're not making progress in life? There are usually two reasons why something is wrong. Either you're doing the wrong thing, or you haven't been doing it for long enough. The hard part is telling the difference when it comes to improving your mindset, and there are lots of things they try to that will probably hear from different whatever. So labeling you as mental illness, they can blame it on you. So labeling you as mentally ill, you then sabotage you. Guess what? Then they're gonna say, "Oh, you should meditate. You should find easier ways, better ways, work smart and not hard." And they're the ones that's making it hard for you, all through the label. So you can see it's all a one block thing, and they put together and covertly attack you through the means, isn't it? Yeah. So you're not progressing. I'm depressed about my lack of progress, you can see the situation. So you can see I didn't associate the word depressed with lack of progress. So you can see what the cunts really are doing. You can see that it's making sense as you go along and go down the rabbit hole that this is intentional. The fucking with my game, the fucking with my finances, the fucking with my relationship, the fucking with my friendship, fucking with my job potential, fucking with my education, fucking with bills, all of that is sabotage. So most people get frustrated through one problem. So one man will blow his own brains out or do something to his family, then they go, oh, he had financial issues. The other man he end up doing something to his partner, or he had relationship issues. Do something to his family, he's had family issues. But they've combined the whole thing. Is like they did one, it didn't work. They did two, it didn't work. And they thought, fuck it, let's throw the whole thing at him. And is exactly what you're seeing. And you can see I didn't associate the word, nor did I create the word, so it can't be delusion. Yeah. So I hope you're united in me finding you, because you're clearly united in me, not finding you because you're fucked. Because I got my defense in court. I'm telling you mine, so you man can make yours, innit? Let's go, innit? Yeah. So you can see, I didn't associate the word depression. So basically, based on the entries, what do you call them things? The the publishing, yeah. Basically, the publishing of these articles, these findings, surveys, yeah, they're associated, not progressing with depression, which is a form of mental illness, yeah. They themselves associated with it. I didn't. So they clearly knows, yeah. So if everybody is involved and everybody agrees, who the fuck went and made them agree? And what evidence did they show them for them to agree? So this book, go on it now before I end the game. So this situation, this guy in particular, let me find him. He did something bad to his family, and the news reported that he snapped. He had financial problems, relationship problems, family problems, and ended up snapping doing something to his kids. Yeah, I feel sorry for the guy because I feel like what they did to him is what they tried to do to me. Yeah. So this story is very important, very important. Yeah. If you hear what it said, so this country, white people are disgusting people. Whether you like that statement or not, I don't like what you man did to me either. So yeah, I try to, I try to, I try to register for this. So the next time the registration comes round, yeah, when the registration comes round, yeah, when the registration comes round for this, we'll keep a close eye on it. And you're gonna realize when I try to register, you're just going to have a broken link. Sabotage. Yeah. These guys, direct surveillance, MI5 security, how MI5s use covert surveillance, direct surveillance, intrusive. Intrusive means invasive. They're going inside your house, your property, your bank details, all of that, yeah. Bam, bam, bam. And this is why it is important. Yeah? This is where the importance comes in. There's passive aggressive behavior. So they're being aggressive, they're attacking you, but they're not doing it in a physical way. Yeah, they're doing it in a psychological way. It's passive. It's um it's meant to look like non-deliberate. It's meant to look like undetectable. You know what I mean? It's passive. So it's aggression, but it's passive. So rather than come and beat you, they sabotage you, set you up, cause mental issues, and then you become the overt aggressor, i.e., you start swinging the knife blade at them, then they put you on BBC because the people who all run the country, they run BBC. They put you on BBC, and then the news say, oh, this, that, and that, and then the community and the public never hears from you again. That's it. The last thing they see of you, the last thing they see of you is the police either shooting you in the middle of the street or man arrested for terrorist offences, and you are never heard from again. You ain't getting no visitors, no nobody knows what happens in the court. Some story gets put out in the news. You said apparently said this in court. They said that you were found guilty. The jury took 24 hours to find you guilty. Blah blah blah. Never heard from again. Completely erased from society. Nobody knows where you are. Nobody knows where to find you. Nothing comes out of it. So you can see what they're trying to fucking set up there. And I don't particularly give a fuck about next man, yeah. I ain't saving nobody, but I ain't no hero. But I ain't like what you man try to do to me, and I gotta use them to show the point the front. So you can see, I've tried to register numerous times. During the registration period between September and October 15th, it was fucking blocked every day. Every day the link was broken. Every day, every day, every day. Until the day it passed, it could no longer register. Oh, sorry, you missed your registration for FC Pro Season has closed. Why? Because if I register for the Pro Season, I've tried doing this for years, yeah? If I register for the Pro Season, what is going to happen is all them things will be a massive blow to EA to say, well, he registered. He thinks he's good enough, but he obviously did not get a fair chance because these things were happening, and that's legal. That's legal grounds to challenge them, whether arbitrarily or in court. So this one, the ICC, these are people indicted by the International Criminal Court. Like so much shit, blood, so much shit. So this book, the art art of war by what they call Shinzu, yeah, Sun Shinzu, Tizu or whatever, the art of war. Yeah, I've never heard about this book before. Never, I didn't even know it was a fucking book. I came to the UK in 2008. I came from Jamaica. Never heard of it. Yeah, and somebody bought this book as a gift for me. So can I find it? It's this red one here. This is the copy I got. Nah, it's this one. Yeah, that's the copy I got. Yeah, as you can see, there's multiple copies and multiple variations. It's really the same thing, but there's multiple. But I believe this was it. So this girl went and bought the book. Yeah, she went and bought this book, And no doubt, the MI5 counter-terrorism and Greater Manchester Police searched my house for some unknown reason. And I met this girl. hmm, I met this girl 2 years after I was locked up by Longside Police, Greater Manchester Police, the Longside Division, for fraud for a motorbike where some pussy told me, oh, they couldn't collect it. Me being naive, just coming into the country, not knowing anyone. I thought this cunt was my family. Trying to make family bonds and that. Just doing him a favor. Guess what? Naivety. The fuckers locked me up for it. Said, oh, I went and found some warrant saying that they came to search the property. Went to the property, the glass was smashed out, boarded up. Went back to this other gal. Next thing, the police turned up at the door. I didn't even react to it because I saw the warrant that they left saying, oh, they searched the property. But I didn't even react because I was already suspicious of that girl I was living with anyway. And they turned up to the door. I didn't even ask them how they found me or nothing. I just put my hands out. They arrested me. They arrested me right on Hume Road, right between Hume and Old Trafford. That border that leads to the four-way, where you can go right down Old Trafford, straight to Longside, to Wally Range, left to Moss Side and the college and all that. So that long road. So just before you turn to the Seven Sisters, them flats there, they arrested me there. This girl passed, this mixed race girl passed, and she took a picture. She literally, as she's passing while they arrested me, this mixed race girl passed, and she took a picture of me. I said nothing. I looked at it and I thought, he's just somebody, you know what I mean? You see somebody get arrested, he's just how people were, innit? I just thought that to myself, and now I realized what it was really about. It's all set up, sort of set up in it to spread rumors and blah blah blah. So anyway, they arrested me. I sat in this blonde policewoman. She brought me a cup of tea. The tea to me was fresh. I drink things that dead sweet in it. Yeah. So I drank the tea anyway. And sat in there. They gave me a blanket. Yeah. Anyway, they brought me to the interview room. They asked me what they asked me. I said what I said. I remember I was sat in the chair like this, with my hands on the top of my head. The guy was chatting. I had my hands on the top of my head like this, looking at him talking. Um, the lawyer came in, some Jewish lawyer came in. He's like, "Oh, did you do it?" So the police weren't in the room at the time. He's like, "Oh, did you do it?" I said, "Do what?" He's like, "Oh, did you whatever they said, fraud the bike?" I said, "No, I fucking didn't." I said, "Furthermore, why does it matter? Because is that going to help the defense? You know what I mean? Find something to show that they're wrong for arresting me. Go and find that. What the fuck are you asking me, innit? Yeah." So it stood out to me at the time, him asking me that. It's the first time I've ever been locked up and first time I've ever been interrogated, whether in Jamaica or anywhere in my life. So obviously I thought it was just a bit odd, innit? So I said, it weren't me. I signed for the bike. I told the fucking police boy them that, yeah, I signed for the bike. I never said nothing more than that. So I signed for the bike. I told them it was a different cousin for a different reason. Because it was up to me to say what I want to say in that room. In an interrogation, there's no law that says you can't say anything. So I said it was a different fucking cousin. There is a reason. I won't put that reason online, but I'm sure people would put it together themselves at some point to say why I would have said it was a different one. Well, I said it was a different one to see how it would play out. Um, Nobody said nothing. No cousin said nothing. No mum, no auntie, not a soul brought up the situation. So I didn't bring it up either. I carried on like, yeah, met a few friends and told a few people, friends, that, oh, yo, yeah, I was locked up time ago, for no more than 24 hours. And they didn't charge me. And they asked me questions. I said this. They let me out. Nobody said, oh, you're on an open investigation. It just says no further action. Um, That's all he said. He just said no further action. I don't know what the fuck that means at the time. The lawyer surely didn't explain it. I got no follow up letter from the police. No one will follow up letter from what's them pussy called? The Robert Lazars that was in my side. Got no follow up letter from the police. No one will follow up letter from what do you call it? From the solicitors. Then my auntie told me to not come back around them. It was her house, I believe. I don't fucking know the background, so don't know the truth. That's what I was told. Guess what? If they sent that letter, I didn't receive that letter, and that letter would have been in that family's possession, and they would have hid that letter from me to ensure I don't know what went on and what is supposed to happen next. So obviously, I had to move from that place. Yeah. Fast forward 2 years later, met some girl at college. Yeah. Bit of laugh, bit of joke, doing what I'm doing, blah blah blah. Ended up whatever. Next minute, birthday came along. She's like, "Oh hey," so she handed me this book. So I'm like, "What the fuck is it?" She's like, "Oh, just read it." I'm thinking, huh? That's weird. So I'm not a big book reader. Anybody that knows me, you'll never see me reading a book. So whatever they thought obviously didn't make sense. They just wanted to search the property and find that book in my possession and use that as enough to convince whoever the fuck they need to convince that yeah, I am some sort of a threat that they need to monitor and watch. Because not only I'm fucking getting arrested for fraud, now I've got the goddamn Art of War book again. I'm giving Britain's history and wars and shit. It ain't gonna work out good. This shit ain't gonna work out good. At the time, I didn't know what the book was. I had no idea. She just bought the book, thought the book looked cool, put the book in my room. At the time, I was living in Garden. I was living at 26 Radnor Street in Garden. Yeah. I was living with another Jamaican guy. Um, he misled me about his background, and he was Jamaican. He spoke Jamaican, but he misled me about how long he's actually been in the country and all sorts of things. But that's another day, innit? And just weird shit started happening after that book was bought. You have Schoolboy Q. So Schoolboy Q finger when it just came out, he had album cover, and this is around the time. I'm glad, yeah. When I'm glad I remembered that. Very glad. That's why I don't trust solicitors, but because they trust me. I've had two. Both of them have been Jewish, and both of them have fucked me over, innit? So school, both of them Jewish solicitors fucked me over, and apparently they're meant to be the best in the world. That's the stereotype, man. School boy, Q, um, albums, yeah, albums. So this will give me a chronological time of in and around when the book was bought. Album, man. This should do it. Schoolboy Q album. So his first album. Yeah, it was his first album. Yeah. So this guy, yeah, he's an American rapper. Obviously, most people would know Schoolboy Q. He rode with Kendrick Lamar. Them times Kendrick Lamar and them man just came on the scene. So this here, yeah, this one. So this exact fucking album, yeah. Setbacks. So a word for setback, and you're not progressing. It's a setback, yeah. Cool. So anybody that knows me knows I love bucket hats. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So you see this white balaclava here, yeah. So that's the balaclava that they bought, or something similar to it. The girl bought the balaclava and bought the fucking book. I don't know what the connection between the balaclava and the fucking book is. But at the time I thought, whatever. Yeah. So anybody that knows me knows I like bucket hats and I wear bucket hats. Yeah. Cool. The album, I love the album. I listen to the album all the time. I used to chill and listen to the album and whatnot, whatnot. Yeah, I mean, so let me find when was it when did it debut? Debut debut first album debut. On you should come up with the information there. So I can give a timeline. Yeah, American rapper Schoolboy Q has released 5 albums, mixtape, 30 singles, including 14 artists. needed it. In June 2012, Schoolboy Q revealed that he had begun working on his major label, the Onions, in so Good Kid, Man City. I just need a fucking, I just need the date, innit? Oxymoron, yeah, Oxymoron is the third studio album by American rapper Q. It was released on February 25th, 2014. Yeah. So I went to college, I think September 2011, finished my first year 2012, went again back to do, what's it called? D Tech, what's some shit? B Tech something, you know, graphic design. It was, I don't even know where them, them paperwork from all that. I don't even know what they got missing. So I passed all, I got a B in art. They didn't allow me to sit my maths exam, and I got a E in English the first year. Then I went back to do B Tech graphic design. I passed B Tech graphic design. I got B in it or some shit like that. I don't even know where them qualifications were. They just upped and fucked off, or they're probably somewhere. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, so 2011 to 2012 first year, 2012 to 2013, and then that album came out the following year. So I met her the first year, chill. Second year, whatever. Third year, fucked around and that. So at that time, I was living in Ghana, yeah, because I started college when I was living at Claremont Road. Me and that person who I was living there with, too much strange shit went on. Me and the neighbor is having drama. She and the neighbor looked alike, and I realized I don't trust her because I got somehow the police knew where I lived. Prior to her, locked me up. Pure shit happened in between. Um, moved into this is 4 years later. After that, moved into Claremont Road with her. Immediately, me and the neighbor downstairs is in drama. The neighbor looked like her, so I associated with that neighbor guy either had problems because she looks like them. So that's what I thought at the time. So I thought, I can't trust her because guess what? Nobody really goes against their own, and she looks like him. They are having beef. The landlord look like them. Then give me the landlord look like him. The landlord look like her. Same origins. Yeah, and I thought, fuck it, I'm out of this situation. I got off. Didn't tell her I was moving. Didn't tell her I was leaving. I just fucked off. You get me? And packed up my shit. I just fucked off. Moved in with that guy from the NHS. He was, like I said, a Jamaican one. And again, weird shit started happening. I thought, alright, whatever. Didn't get lived my life. Went around party. We used to go to Stockport all the time to meet these girls that I met from college. I brought the same guy from the NHS that I was living with. I brought some wannabe fuck and some next guy who is in the military. They were all Jamaican. They spoke Jamaican, but how long they've been here, I think they grew up, they went to school there and all that. But all that information was hidden that they actually went to school there. I thought they all came in a reasonable timeline. So obviously, going to school there, they'll have a different mindset to me. Things I just say and just not think about, they would look at it different because they went to school here, yeah? So they're indoctrinated. So anyway, we go to Stockport like mad hours a night, you get me? Go up there. Um, the girls that we used to go and visit, I even my friends, I'd say that my friends, I met them through college. We used to go up there, we used to kick it with them. I think it was one of the girls' flat. We used to chill in there, and God knows, thinking about it now, it's probably another lie and probably another set up situation where I walked into it unknowing, certainly unwilling. Um, yeah, we chilled there like fucking. We go there on a Friday night, Saturday night. Don't leave till like the next morning. Blah blah blah. Sometimes we walk back from wherever they live back to the city town centre and Stockport, get the bus back. Blah blah blah. I was living in Gordon at the time. Anyway, the girl bought this, so you can see the timeline when the album came out. The album came out. She bought the balaclava that matches the fucking album. Yeah, this one, Oxymoron. Yeah. So the white balaclava. And she also bought the fucking book. Like, I didn't get the reference to the book because I didn't know. I've never heard of it. Yeah. What we know of the Art of War in Jamaica is a goddamn mixtape. Yeah. And there was an artist. There was an artist on the mixtape called Schoolboy. Yeah, from Jamaica. And so I think that's where the connection between the Art of War book and the Balaclava came into play because on the mixtape there's an artist called Schoolboy, yeah, and this guy in America he's called Schoolboy as well. So that Schoolboy, I don't know whatever happened to him as an artist, but when we were all in school, it was like a clash between like young kids in it, or like school kids who were DJs and that. So we all used to listen to it. That's why I know as the Art of War. I don't know how she made that reference. Obviously, they were digging into my background. Obviously, people from school were telling the government shit, the police shit. And they go, all right, okay, cool, cool. So they made the connection there. So then Schoolboy Q came about in America. This album came out, the Oxymoron. So she then went and bought the Balaclava, yeah? She went and bought the Balaclava, yeah? Cool. That matches Schoolboy Q from America. And then she gave the Art of War book. But it's not like she could have brought the fucking Art of War mixtape from Jamaica because she don't fuck with Jamaicans like that. So she certainly couldn't know about it. So she bought the book instead. Yeah. The Art of War mixtape from Jamaica had Schoolboy on it. And then she went and bought Schoolboy Q's fucking album cover. These men are taking the piss. So this is what the government used to set this whole thing in motion. That goddamn book. Because it's a book, like it says, it's a book that teaches you about fighting. Fighting armies is actually a military fucking book. So you can see where the issue. They thought I wouldn't have remembered all the key details. They get me. I remember everything. Like I said, I've got a good memory, very good memory. I didn't know what the fuck the book was about. I never read it once. To this day, that book just upped and disappeared. Yeah, and the balaclava, I had the balaclava up until 20 fucking 17 when I realized another girl again. I was living fine. The guy I was sharing the house with, he fucked off. God knows where he went. He said he weren't coming back. And I should have stayed in the house because obviously the dough would have paid the rent. Plus, I was working in McDonald's, so the shortfall that day for my wages. So I should have really stayed in the house. She was like, "Oh, I care about you and I don't want you to struggle. You should move in with me." But we moved into the house, helped her move in, helped her pay in a few things. She brought this, I'd assume, this Jewish youth. He's in his 20s. I known her for like 5 years, met her at college as well. So everybody I've met at college has some deep impact on this whole shit. So I met this black girl at college as well. Um, I've never really spoken about her friends like that. Like we've never spoken about friends, and I've never been interested in knowing her friends. The truth is, yeah, never really been interested in her friends and that. But this guy popped up like after 5 years when he moved into the house. I leave that out. Weird shit, and I noticed, and I thought that's weird. And then after that, all of a sudden, she started posting them all the time. I was thinking, like, I never said nothing to her. I thought to myself, wait, so you know this guy? Obviously, you know him all your life. I've never heard of him. You never mentioned him. One time he turned up at the house, helped her fix up the fucking floor, because he could do. I don't know what he did, but he laid the flooring. I could tell like that they knew each other because the conversation, you know. Yeah, I couldn't tell. I could tell that it's just not a random workman, or it was made to look like that. Yeah, that they had a prior connection. But possibly he was a fucking police officer or and some MI5 person. Very possible. All of a sudden, she about a couple of days later, she posted a black and white image, like a black and white picture of him and her at a restaurant. Yeah, I'm thinking about that as well. I got this thing where we could go to a restaurant. I've never been to a restaurant in England ever. Never been to a restaurant in life. So obviously, what we would call a restaurant, is basically what a Jamaican So a Jamaican takeaway in England, it would be the equivalent of what we know as restaurants. Yeah. So I got this thing. I can't remember what it was, but I got this thing. I basically said, we went to some restaurant in Manchester. Yeah. And me and the same girl went to this restaurant. And when we went to the restaurant, yo, I just felt uneasy, man. Like, I just felt so uneasy, and I don't know what it was, but obviously there was just some bad vibe. Just I could just feel the bad energy inside the restaurant, innit? And me and her sat there, and I don't know how to act because that ain't me. You get me? Never experienced nothing like that. That's the first time I've experienced that. Anyway, me and her went, and that's the first time I've ever been to a restaurant. Last time I've ever been to one. And the situation was just weird, innit? Like, she was moving weird. The what do you call them people? I don't know if you call them waiters now or whatever. The people that not like take your order. They was moving weird. Like the whole thing was just weird, innit? So like I've been to buffets and shit like that, but I've never been to like a proper restaurant where like fine dining and all that shit and whatever that place was. In my consciousness, other people might have thought it was shit, but in my conscious, that's the best place I've ever been when it comes to food wise. Yeah. Anyway, it was weird, whatever. And then strange things just started happening as a result of it. Another time I went to that Caribbean place, Turtle Bay, in town, the one near Oxford Road. But like I thought me and her was going out. Yeah. Next minute we got there, there's like six of our friends. Like never heard of them, never seen them before. She didn't even tell me that they were coming. Anyway, we got there. Me and her sat down. Next minute, like six, seven of these girls, all black girls, popped up. So obviously, I'm a person like that. Like new people, I'm very silent around new people, innit? Because like I said, sometimes you have to watch what you say, innit? Yeah, sometimes it's just like that. It's just how things is, and you don't know who's who. You don't know who's connected to who. You don't know where the connection is. So I was around a bit quiet. I went out a few times smoking six. I came back and bought like two double doubles. Yeah, so it was like six drinks. Anyway, everyone had a drink. So I just left the drinks on the table, went for a sip. Noticed nobody drank them. Said nothing. Didn't create an issue. She didn't drink it. Her friends didn't drink it. All right, cool. Came back. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just drink them in. So drank them anyway. I didn't just drink them all at once. Drank them over the period of time. Sat there chilling, quiet, she and her friends talk. I was sat there just chilling out in it, like yeah, whatever. I got home. I was living this time. I was living in Legendary. So this is after that Turtle Basin. I got home. I just started feeling proper woozy, like woozy, like trust me, woozy. You know what I mean? Can't fucking yeah, just weird. Innit? Obviously, it was spiked, didn't it? So I rang her. I was like, "Yo, what do you do?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "What do you do, man?" She's like, "I don't know what you're on about." I say, "Yo, I don't feel well, but I feel like something's wrong." She's like, "Oh, right, okay, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me." So I said, "What do you mean it's not you?" She's like, "It's not me." So I said, "What the fuck do you mean it's not you?" She's like, "It's not me." So I said, "Yo, don't fuck with me." You know? She's like, "It's not me." So anyway, I hung the phone up. Yo, I passed out that night, woke up the next morning. Yo, so these men have been doing it for time. I don't know what gave you, man, the authority to do that. Or this might be England, this might be Britain, might be what you do. But what I do is defend my life to the very end and to the extremest of necessary means. You man do what you do as a country, culture, and people, and I do what I do to protect myself. I know nothing else. Don't care about nothing else. Because if you're not around to, there's no point caring. I don't care about nothing else. I defend my life. the most extremist of means necessary, if it is necessary. If you man make it necessary, trust me, I have no problem with it.